Where'd Stitch go?
I'm here.
Oh. Okay, my eyes were just blind for a second then. So how you all feeling?
I feel like
inside.
in that last video you posted, my voice sounds like shit.
Alright.
I hate my voice.
Don't worry, we all do. Your voice sucks.
Wait, oh. Did you post another one of our videos?
Just
No,
joking, just joking,
he
Stitch.
posted a full session.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
I mean, I wanted to, like, actually make some more content, and so I'll be making, like, proper videos, but I'm going to be splitting them up into, like, 1 actual lessons, 2 just the campaign, like, stories, and then 3 just session logs if people want to podcast this, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
man.
caught your video like 2 minutes after you posted it. I was like, oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, man, I wish I didn't know that. Oh, I'm gonna die.
User joined your channel.
I hate everything.
I hate you too, Kyle.
Fucking literal fascist. We watched a literal fascist right there.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did. Literally, like, it was like
Like a literal fascist. This guy is literally like Russia and China should be best friends of America. We should destroy the EU on purpose. Put it in
That
literal
sounds
fucking
You already
communism.
No, I mean the EU just doesn't have fucking Britain, and Britain didn't do anything. They weren't even part of the euro.
The UK's relationship with Europe is an interesting one. We were part of the EU, but we made our own laws and we had to apply to it. Brexit was a bunch of bullshit in the first place. We didn't even like listen to most of the EU's laws and regulations because our own ones are just harsher.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, we have harsher food laws and harsher information laws than the EU, and it's like you must listen to our laws. And we're like, okay, great, we're already better than you though. Like, why should we downgrade ourselves?
Literally, the UK
You know?
was so fucking already separate from the EU as to almost be pointless.
Yeah, it literally, it was so bloody stupid in the first place. At least it was a
After
simple
they separate, they're still gonna be hanging around with like, oh, hey, can we be part of your some of your
union.
things, please?
It's so stupid.
Because
I mean-
we are an island right off your coast, and of course we can't fucking do everything by ourselves.
I think like one of the main worries was like, oh my god, they're like talking about they're going to be an EU army, and I just turned around to anyone who like said that. I was like, okay, do you not actually know how the EU works? Every single member state has to say yes to the bill to create an EU army. If the British population just say don't vote for this bill, and the politicians obviously won't because they want to keep their jobs, congratulations, there is no EU army until Britain votes yes. Like,
And
the EU only works off unanimous decisions. There'll be plenty of things like tacked on to
plus,
bills.
let's
There'll
be honest, the
plenty
EU
of
already has a
adjustments.
fucking army. It's called
Yeah.
fucking NATO.
I was going to say, and we've already got NATO. Like, it's all of the bullshit that was unfounded.
I'm so angry I had to sit and listen to a literal goddamn fascist.
in the fearmongering of the EU was just so rubbish. It was.
So upset. Alright, are we playing goddamn Pathfinder, or what the fuck's going on?
We are indeed playing goddamn
Hopefully.
Pathfinder. You guys
What
all
are we
ready?
waiting for?
As soon as everyone is back.
I think everyone's back.
Oh,
I've been here.
Alright, hey,
Yeah, as I say, I heard his sweet, supple voice not too long ago.
sweet, supple voice, Volt.
that's not how I would describe it.
Well, fuck you too, Stitched.
Screaming
Stitch,
in
you
the
get
face.
everyone's voices mixed up, so you don't really have an opinion here.
I think.
That's true.
Screaming of the damn. This, the rolling mechanism on fucking, roll 20 here is really good. I've gotten 2 20s today. Apparently I
Those
had
are the
20
only
last
2
time we
20s
played.
you'll get.
Don't tell me you've used up all your luck in the previous campaign, and now I've come into
Apparently.
this campaign. and will
Yeah,
now
you
only
just
roll that
stupid
once.
Alright, I don't think I updated my XP from last time. What are we at now?
10 something?
I believe it's on the chat.
No, 9870.
Okay, I
No,
did.
no, we got XP last time. We went up.
Oh, yeah. What are we at now?
Where... Oh, I closed the browser with my sheet on it. One sec.
You are currently 10670.
Yeah, 10670.
I thought I updated this.
Clearly not.
Yeah, good job, dum dum.
Okay,
It's rude.
Yeah.
it's time.
So, we are now all gathered for Pathfinder. Does anyone want to do the recap in particular, or would you like me to do it?
Well, we fucked around a lot. First and foremost.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I've got a timer now.
Yeah. Well, we finished the dungeon.
Yep, you did indeed.
We we left Tantic and his new friend the monster down there with the promise that we'll figure out what to do with him.
Oh, that's right.
Hopefully these dwarves will be like, oh yeah, he can just live down there. It's cool. We're cool. And then that'll be that, because I don't really see what else is gonna happen there.
I'm not gonna
And yeah, I guess we're just back up on the surface to see the outcome of them scuffling with those jackasses, and then hopefully it's friendly faces waiting for us on the surface.
So,
It's not gonna be.
when you guys left off, yes, you were climbing the stairs of the dungeon back out into where you entered, which was
Yes.
the Whitesmith casting, the little area / like mini village that the Whitesmith has to himself in the city. So, right, who is leading the way up the stairs then?
I guess that would be me, since our other tank is
Do you-
staying down there.
Do you have armor?
No.
Okay,
He does not.
I guess I'm leading up the goddamn stairs. Apparently.
No, I still got a shield and a big battle axe. It's fine.
All right, go.
All right,
He also has 4 times your health.
Yeah, I was going to say, I may have taken a couple of smacks, but I'm... I'm still doing okay. Anyway,
That doesn't sound promising.
let's go up the stairs.
So,
Up the stairs.
you
Do, do,
guys... Stop with the sound effects, please. God damn it.
do 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 do.
Okay, how much does it cost to buy a gun in America?
That's
$350.
$200.
Anyway, so as you guys climb up the stairs, in front of you again, as Eran is holding the letter once again in his pack, the door glows with the same symbol that you've been seeing all this time and slides slowly up as the light comes down through the corridor into where you stand. On the outside, you can see an entire mass of people armed. But thankfully, you can also see a very friendly face as well. Ragond stands by the entrance of the dungeon, and next to him stands what seems to be a bit of a younger dwarf than Ragond, but he's a lot more hairy. He's got a much thicker beard, which is braided and thicker, and he wears full armor in more regal terms as well. It's usual steel with gilded with the electric blue trimmings around the edges, and in one hand he holds quite a large shield. You'd guess almost for a dwarf would be almost a tower shield, and in the other hand he wields the traditional battle hammer of the dwarves as they all stand up there, and behind them stands all the dwarf guards that you saw before, fighting those agents at the beginning of the dungeon. None of them are in view, and there is no fighting. Instead, all of them are now just standing there looking down at you, as Ragond seemingly breathes a sigh of relief and waves at you and goes, "Greetings, young ones. Thank God you have made it back."
More or less, we're a little worse for wear, if I'm being honest.
We also may have brought out a little bit more than we went in with.
Oh yeah, Alexander left one of his pets down here. It's pretty massive.
A pet down in the...
Listen, do you have any, like, animal handlers down here or something?
No, this dungeon hasn't been touched in almost 10 years. I wouldn't think any would have survived down there. What's down there?
Well,
It's
I guess
big and covered in like shitting.
Ragond kind of is like
cavernous, and there
looking to the
were
guard
other
captain with like a
people down
slightly
there.
confused look and just like,
It's not hostile, but it is very large and it's kind of stuck down there. If one of you would like to come look at it, whoever you trust, a guard, an animal handler,
I'll go.
whatever you have.
The guard captain simply sticks up a hand and goes, "Greetings, I am Ibun. I am captain of the Storm Guard Dwarves. Sorry,
Okay.
Stormbringer
By all
Dwarves.
means.
Or at least the guards of the Stormbringers. I was told of the disturbance by here. You lot, I understand from Ragond here, was on a mission from the king to help out the whitesmith. Am I correct in doing that?"
It
Yep.
yes.
Very well. Okay. Right, if you just lead me down to this
Well,
thing.
Sure.
You got one path, my friend. Just head straight down there. Our
Well,
big lizard
the
friend will
door
help you.
the door's sealed up, so we have to like let him
Did it?
back down.
Yeah,
Hey,
we'd
while
have
we're
to let
doing
him
that-
back in.
Wave
Oh.
the key card in front of you.
Yeah, while we're doing that, I'm gonna like point to. Can you? I'm gonna. Our friend up here. Can you get us a healer? We're a little beat up from our misadventures.
I'm sure that we can lead you back to your inn with no issues whatsoever. You may have to stay there for a while to clear up administrative issues. The dwarf captain gives him a very dirty look. As Ragond is very much trying his hardest not to look that guilty, but a smirk is on his face.
Yes, I fully expect for us to stay at the inn for a while, but our injuries are a little more than what some bed rests will cover, and we are in a hurry. So, yeah. Anyway, let's head down.
In the morning, I am sure that I can help you. Or I shall send someone around to help you, of course.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm going down into this then. As he stands by the door of the dungeon. And then eventually starts walking down through the darkness. And walks back up and goes, "Can I have a torch, please? I forgot."
Oh,
I'll
takes
just send a dancing light down with him.
He walks down after grabbing
Well-
it. He stares at your dancing light for like a second, but then just walks over to one of his guards, grabs the torch, and then just starts walking down.
I think
Nonetheless, the
I
light
got
just
ahead
follows him
with him
down.
because I got the letter to open the door.
Yeah, you let him in, obviously. No.
Yeah, we could have totally left Dante down there to die.
you know, now that you mention it,
Look at how much we like your character. We didn't leave him to starve to death down there.
he could have just eaten the bug monster. Be fine.
I sincerely doubt he would do that. He cares too much for the animals. He's like the Lorax.
He
Anyway,
speaks for the trees.
should I be heading down there with him?
It's up to
No.
What do
you.
you guys think?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Tantak's got it covered. Yeah, Tantak's
Tantak's
got
got
it
it
covered.
covered.
You might
Besides,
want
I
to
don't-
head down there with him because if you don't, how's he going to get out, and how are we going to know he wants out?
Ah, yep. Okay, I'll do that.
Thank God one of you recognised that.
I did think about that afterwards, and I was like, it's fine.
It's probably fine. Oh,
We'll
but
just-
wait.
We'll get them tomorrow morning.
Oh God, I was. Thank you for at least noticing that.
You're welcome.
Anyway, the guard captain walks down the small corridor into the first room, and as soon as he goes into the first room and sees the Trox, he kind of just stops exactly where he is and stares straight ahead
Okay.
at the creature.
No, that's actually our friend the lizard man. The creature in question is that right there. I point to it.
Yes. Very well, let's go back up and get some of the guards so we can kill it then.
Oh,
Excuse me?
Ooh.
I think you see the lizard man. He's a bit of a nature fairy. He was kind of hoping this thing would be able to, like, I don't know, live in the forest or something.
I'm afraid that's a Trox. It doesn't
What are
live
those?
underground creatures, in simple plain terms for you lot. They don't feed off forests. They don't live on plains. They don't do anything useful for us. They feed on ore. When we were the Dowager, they would just eat up our supplies. In equivalency, let's see, there'd probably be like rabid foxes for you guys living on the surface. You don't let a fox live if it's eaten all your chickens, do you?
Well, he's got a valid point there.
Overruled.
I don't
We're
care
taking
about
him.
your
We'll leave you
overruled.
alone.
I don't care. He's going to come back here.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he won't.
It is the law that we kill them.
Well, your law is dumb.
That-
Ipso facto.
Oh no.
So Des, what do you think they're talking about down there?
You know, I just know Tantek's fucking it up.
Look, okay, guys.
The
I
captain doesn't say
understand-
anything and just starts walking back up the corridor.
I understand that this is a pretty sensitive topic, so let's just table this discussion and we'll get back to it in the morning.
I have no idea who you're talking to. The guard captain just walked up the stairs.
Well, he started walking, but I guess I just sort of like, as soon as he started walking, started addressing that to Lizard Man.
No, I don't think this can wait until tomorrow morning.
I don't see how you're getting him out of here. Look,
Are you
it's
gonna
been-
get this door open? He calls down the corridor.
Yep. All right, look, Tantic.
No,
it's
wait,
been
I
down
have a
here-
plan.
It's been down here alone for 10 years. I think it'll be fine until morning.
Now, that is fucked up. I thought you were a lawful good paladin.
Yeah,
User left
lawful
your
good,
channel.
which is why I didn't behead it. It's gonna be fine until morning.
Will it, though?
Look, the thing has survived down here for 10 years. I don't think it's in any actual danger hanging out down here. Wouldn't you agree?
Until the doors come back tomorrow morning to kill it.
Well, fortunately, we have the only key.
Yes, but that still doesn't help us that we're just leaving it down here for the foreseeable future.
It tunnels. It's not actually trapped down here. How else
You
do
raise
think...
an excellent point. So we're going to have the
Besides-
doors wait until tomorrow morning, and then we'll use it to tunnel out.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. And I'm
Fine.
gonna head towards the door.
Well, then I'm gonna walk after him.
About time. Come on.
Alright. Beep.
So as you wave the letter in front of the door opens once again, and you all step out. The dwarf captain steps out and points at two guys. He goes, "Bring your axes, let's go," and then starts walking immediately back towards the dungeon.
Close the door.
I can't control the door. I just open it with the letter.
Everything alright over there, guys?
No.
Why?
They're going to
Uh,
kill my new friend.
Well,
Turns out that creature sort of ruins their livelihood.
uh,
Well,
Dwarf
if they would let
captain.
me relocate it, then this wouldn't be an issue.
can you relocate to a forest or a swamp or something?
Yeah, there's ore in
A
the
swamp?
forest.
I don't think it's going to work that way.
Well, then.
So
your
the dwarf
options-
captain and the two other guards have already walked down there.
How are they plan on getting back out?
The door does shut behind them.
Open the door back up, Jordan.
Don't.
Alright,
No, Ron, don't
look,
do that.
I have to open the door either way, because if I don't open this door, they're trapped down there.
Tantek, you can't kill the dwarves.
Who said I was going to kill them?
You're gonna go protect your friend.
I would like to point out the other 20 guards and Ragond who are all staring at you to kind of like, just get this over with, guys.
Open the door, Jordan.
Alright, I'm gonna open the door. Can I,
Cool.
like, prop it open?
I mean, whatever you prop it open with will snap, but sure.
Oh, because it's massive fucking stone, I figured. Alright, Guard. What's our friend's name again? I don't want to butcher it.
Ragond.
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 Ragond. Any word on those clerics?
I think we're gonna need them.
I'm running back down there.
As I said, we shall help you in the morning. Right now, the entire city has gone to sleep, if you remember.
Oh,
You're-
It is
wait,
like
what time?
3
What
in the
time of day
morning.
is it? Oh,
I'm going down the stairs.
Cool. As you go down the stairs, you clearly get the scent of blood.
Oh no.
As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you see the three dwarves now walking slowly back out.
That was quick.
Oh.
They
Oh.
they pass you quite easily because you're really tall and they're really short. They just pass you in the corridor, and they barely like look at you. They're not happy or anything. They're not cheering or anything. It's just like a stern kind of look as they go past up through the door, and the door slams shut behind them as they're going up.
I guess I'm just standing there, sort of holding the letter up against it, just sort of like keep it open.
So whenever it shuts, it just immediately opens again.
Yes, like one of those sliding glass doors at Walmart.
Hey,
I'm
as
gonna
soon as
go
the
back
doors are
down
coming
to
up.
the bottom.
When you
So we're
enter,
going- Oh, sorry, go ahead.
when you enter the room, the Trox is very much lying there dead.
My boy.
They have completely beheaded it in one stroke.
Ooh.
Oh, because it never fought back.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm upset.
Oh.
It's like a cow.
Oh. This is not happening.
Alright. Murder time, guys.
You say out loud in front of 20 of them.
Out of character.
Ah,
Well, as
I
a
know.
memento, I'm gonna take some of his chitin, I guess.
Sure.
yeah. It's just like when my grand died and I kept some of her skin.
Oh god.
I mean, you have an urn full of their ashes, don't you?
No, that's no.
I'm gonna prop myself up against the wall and take a nap.
My,
Yeah,
my
Ragond
grandparents were Jewish, Volt. They were not cremated.
Ragond looks around at all of you and kind of sighs inwardly, and then just starts walking away. He goes, "Come on, children, let's go. Let's get you back home for now."
I'm taking 20 pounds of the chitin.
Okay, yeah, 20 pounds of flesh, just like when Grandpa died.
Sure.
Children, I look at least like I'm in my 20s.
I am currently 246 years old. You're all
Oh.
children to me.
I mean, when you put it that way, yeah. Shit.
The
You're,
dwarves that retire.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Is Tantic back up yet?
Yes.
so you guys
excellent.
all start following Ragond, kind of flanked a bit by the guards as they swiftly guide you out of the city. You very much get the feeling that you are not supposed to be there, but you all kind of knew that anyway.
Yeah, we definitely knew that, but also, what the fuck are they gonna do about it now?
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
It was a very much a better to ask forgiveness than permission sort of situation.
You are correct in that point. You all walk through the brightly lit halls into the Mortarai, the city of where all the races combine, and eventually the guards lead you back to the inn, with Ragond leading the way, pointing out the inn that you guys first met in. Ragond kind of stands there as he and the guard captain kind of argue a little bit about Ragond's kind of role in all of this. Ragond doesn't really budge that much, but if you are like eavesdropping or on anything,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And
Well,
you see-
I'm more gonna go up and be like, hey, you don't have to give your gun shit for what we did. That wasn't his fault, and it needed to happen either way. So
well, in the circumstances, I understand that, but I'd still have preferred to have at least been told beforehand.
better to ask forgiveness than permission.
In such situations, yes, for once I will agree. But please, if you have any issues in the future or you wish to visit our fine city on orders from the king, please come and see the guard captains first. We'd be more than
Alright.
happy to help you.
Well, we're not going anywhere, so I guess we'll
More
see
than
you in
happy
the
to
morning.
bribe us.
And, ooh. Here's something. When you send the clerics and whoever else in the morning, send someone who can appraise, ore. We found some loot down there.
Of course, I will.
Alright,
Right then,
that's all I had to say.
I'd just like to ask you a few questions about these agents that we found. Have you seen any of these agents before?
No, never before.
Indeed. Have you any idea how they got into the dungeon in the first place?
No idea. Are we done here?
I don't know, but if any of them get into the next one, I'm fairly confident that dungeon can defend itself. The one agent that got in there before us, well, by the time we caught up to him, he was already dead.
Oh, really? Killed by what?
The Whitesmith's traps. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, honestly, it was a little too disturbing to retell that story.
If you'd like to go try it out yourself, you can try the trials and go find the body. It's deep within there.
I don't think those traps are ever going to reset. I think they're once and done.
Well, there's a big gap we got to cross. A couple of them.
Oh.
Yeah, the bridge is gone in there.
If you kill the only way to get across it.
Whoops. We'll
Very
just have to
well.
build a new bridge.
Well, I'll send someone around in the morning, and hopefully we'll get some of the designs down on paper, so that you can all look at them and see if you recognise any. I'm gonna need your help on this because these agents have been getting a bit too active recently, especially in winter. I don't like it one bit. Anyway, Ragond, these are all yours now. Try not to do that again. I know my opposites may not agree, but I will always listen at the very least. Good night.
Opposite is an interesting way to word it.
He's just the guard for like one of the families, basically.
The guards start walking away as the head guard salutes at Ragond, who also salutes back and then bows afterwards, and they disappear down the city towards the Duratar. So,
Was that like an ironic salute because they just got done telling you that you're bad at your job, or?
No, a serious salute.
Okay.
So,
Nonetheless, I'm ready for a night's sleep.
you guys
Yeah,
are
time to pass the fuck out.
outside the inn. You guys are all going to go to sleep?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Go to sleep, but I guess Des will do an extra kind of look around just to make sure there's nobody weird skulking about in the inn or anything. That sort of thing.
No, I know what you mean. The inn itself is more or less empty. There's a couple of humans, quite like clothed in a fair bit of fur, sitting around in the bar. To be fair, but they seem to be.
Were they there earlier in the day, or?
They were there early in the day.
Okay.
One of them is passed out on the table though currently.
Happens to the best of us.
When he wasn't before, so. But otherwise, the place itself is pretty empty. The owner isn't at the front desk. It seems to be just another dwarf who kind of just nods at you if you show your keys.
As we're going up the stairs, I'll just say to the rest of them, like, I know everybody's tired, but just keep your ears open tonight. There's some people after us, then you never know when they can show up, and you know, I'm just
Okay.
I'm real beat. I can't save y'all.
Right.
So-
Let's
All
get
of
a
us.
good night's rest tomorrow morning. We'll chat with the guards again, get magically healed, appraise our ores, sell it, buy some equipment, head out to the next place. Not to rush us along, but we are very short on time for the
Sounds
final
like a
location.
So, you guys all go to sleep. Right. So you guys all fall asleep in your beds in the inn. You all get your level plus constitution and health back.
Hooray.
Hooray!
Woo! Good place for a drink. Right. So,
And then, of course, I have an adjusted morning routine now, so I'm gonna do that.
Aaron now now praises to Iomade as part of their rest.
Gotta make a point to do that. Yep.
Yep. Please do.
Yep. Whoops. Got that taken care of now.
So you guys, because you guys have been working more or less through the night, you wake up quite late on the Tuesday, about 10 a.m. on the Tuesday morning, as the city itself is very much wide awake, as per usual, in the Kazakh. So, what do you guys do?
Well, let's get these orders appraised first.
Yes. Well, we gotta wait for them to visit us here. By the way,
I'm gonna go check on the cart really quick.
And you should get some armor. Maybe a new
yeah.
helmet.
Before we leave town, after we get healed up, talk to the guards, and get our orders appraised, we're gonna sell it, buy some equipment and provisions, and then head out to the next town before the end.
We
of the
can't
day.
sell all of our auras. We might need them.
Right. No, the special ones we'll definitely keep, but I'm sure we could part with a few of these.
I hope so. Then we're all gonna have a talk about things that have been going on here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway,
You have
I'm gonna walk over to Tantek. Hey,
No.
buddy, how are you feeling?
Can't just ignore me because I'm small.
Just gonna ignore
Oh,
Aaron,
but I can.
because he is also small.
It's true. I was technically small.
6'3".
The Tantic.
I'm 7 foot.
All right,
Get on my level, scrub.
here, let me buy you a drink.
I'm fine.
All right, I will respect your need for space, but I'm also going to continue to ignore Des.
Okay.
I'm checking on the cart or our sled.
Yeah, you have quite a ways to walk. I think you've got like a mile and a half, if I remember correctly, because the tunnel's gone for so goddamn long between the cities. Because you guys left the car in the marketplace, which has its own small mini city or mini town in the underground passages.
Yep.
All right.
And it has been kept in its own like locked part of the stable, because you guys had 3 horses, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
You guys had a cart which you threw a blanket over and you'd put into one of the warehouses whilst you were searching the Kazakh halls. It's still there. Nobody seems to have touched it or have made any interest in it. There's quite a lot of activity around the warehouse, as seemingly a lot of caravans have started to arrive in the city centre, but no one seems to have touched your stuff.
Good.
Hooray!
So, if any of you do walk downstairs as well, discounting Aule because you were on your way to the marketplace to search the cart, the owner is sitting at the bar and he goes, "Oh, you have a visitor outside."
Neat.
Who?
Who is it?
We got a guy with some robes out there, and there's another guy as well in some armor. You have multiple visitors. I should have mentioned that. Sorry.
Are they
It's-
dwarves or humans or what?
One of them's a dwarf. The other one's what you call a half elf, I think they are.
Okay. Ragond, bring your sword and shield.
Well, I'm gonna
Well-
just walk on outside to greet him.
I don't
Tantic,
have a sword,
whatever
but
you use to hit people, I don't know what you use.
my hitting stick.
Your hitting stick.
My stick,
Battle axe.
my stick is better than bacon. Anyway,
We'll go
While
out.
they're doing this, I'm working my way back.
Yeah, we'll
All
go out
right,
with Tantic.
let's head outside. I guess we'll follow Lizard Man out.
so as you go outside, there is a dwarf out there who's wearing sort of steelish armor, again with like the electric blue trims. They're slightly shorter than the other usual dwarf heights, but they have a sterner look as the full beard, which is like a mix between brown and orange, is all braided carefully. They wear no helmet though, and they have several arms on their back.
Gross.
What do you want?
As in weapon arms. Ah,
Oh, that's so dumb, but
my fucking god.
Oh, sorry. I just couldn't help myself.
This is why we don't have nice things, Jordan.
Alright, so
Anyways, I walk up. Hello.
TBK this session, guys.
hey, I didn't do it. Just fucking kill Ron.
How much does Ron want to be bitched at by Ayamede again?
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything heretical yet.
Yes.
Yet! What did you say? Oh my
We're
god.
gonna make her run an Oathbreaker yet. Don't worry.
Moving on. Hello, can we help you?
There is also someone else standing next to the dwarf. They seem to be in like more traditional casual wear than anything, and they are very much not an elf or half elf whatsoever. They are the same height as the dwarf. Their face is kind of like a bit mystical almost, I'd say, but doesn't hold any elven beauty in it whatsoever.
So she's an old fucking dwarf.
No,
Exactly.
she's a gnome.
Gross.
Even worse.
Hey.
Alright.
Hello, can we help you?
The dwarf like slams her fist onto her chest and goes, "I'm here to deliver a message," and she pulls out her paperwork and then just sticks it out right in front of her in an outstretched arm with like no recognition in her face whatsoever. It's just staring straight ahead as she like thrusts the paper out in front of her.
I'll
Gonna grab the paper and take a look at it.
I was gonna grab it.
Fuck you, Des, you're short.
I think
Yeah,
the lizard
and
can
they're
read.
short too.
Can the lizard read?
Yes.
Okay,
You're-
just making sure.
Your official paperwork has been fixed by Iban, the captain of the Stormbringer Guards.
What does this mean?
Your official. If you open it up, you'll see there is an official paperwork with a stamp on it, like stating your official missions and where you are going currently.
Hooray!
Good.
So you finally you finally have paperwork.
You don't need that.
So you came all this way just to deliver that piece of paper?
I also have here a basic sketch of the markings that we found on any of the Anacerian agents. If you would
Okay.
please look at them. I will give them to you guys after the session, but you probably won't recognize.
Okay.
You won't recognize any of them.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I
See,
mean,
this is where they're all really good, and we've seen them all.
yeah. I mean, wow. It's not like might be baiting you guys, and you guys might have seen one before.
Yeah,
Right?
so I was gonna ask if any of the match what was on the Tengu that we found dead.
One of them does match on the Tengu that you found dead, because you found one on the Tengu's palm.
Well, that confirms that he was indeed a part of their group.
Yeah.
Not just some random Tengu that showed up. It's like, hey, an open door.
What if these tattoos are actually meaningless? It's like when white people get Chinese letters tattooed on their thighs.
Oh god.
No, they're actually Yakuza tattoos.
Fuck. We're fucked. It's the Yakuza.
It's the Yakuza.
Bold, are you
power.
gonna save us from the
Hello?
Yakuza?
Yes.
Hooray.
The dwarf,
Anyways.
the gnome next to her goes, "Right, lads. You need any healing? I've been asked.
Yes.
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 Hardcore yes.
You also
Big
have to wait
yes.
for our fourth party member who is somewhere in the tunnels.
Well, I
How
mean, we don't have to wait. We can get ourselves
We can
taken
get
care
ourselves healed.
Yes, no, but she has to wait.
Okay, so that's okay. Take 22 points of healing back. Aule has made her way back by now, by the way.
Okay.
you know.
Hey everyone, just so everyone's okay, our stuff has all been taken care of.
Hooray!
So
Fantastic.
the gnome kind of just claps her hands together, and all around her, like this kind of shift in the light kind of falls on you guys as your wounds start knitting themselves back together. You guys take 22 points of healing.
That's my max HP.
Can we get her in the party?
Yeah, seriously. Can we?
She's a good fucking healer.
I have a job offer for you.
I've also been told that you guys need some help with some ore that you found, apparently.
Yes.
Spoils of war.
I wanted
How
guys.
curious.
I wanted her to appraise all the ingots we found, so we could discern what they are and how valuable they are, and also to see if my out-of-character hunch about one of the materials was correct.
Very well. So you show her the materials, do you?
Yes. Show her all. Show all. Control A. Show.
Gotta write that line of code yourself. So she looks at all of the ingots and throws them around quite easily. She goes, "Well, these two are definitely umbrite." She places them on the stone, and
See, that's what I told them.
she, like a glow in her hand, a glow appears in her hand, like the small ball of light, and she just flicks it towards the ingots on the floor, which immediately just seemingly swallow up the light and remain in that case, like hard iron black state that they're in. They absorb any light that it provides necessary. Very dangerous stuff that is in dark shadows, unable to magically light places, and you'll be pretty screwed. Very good material for assassins, though. She looks at the other ingots and goes, "Well, this one's clearly cold iron. It's just a bit lighter than ordinary iron. It's also a bit more fragile."
I have a question
Hmm?
about the cold iron.
Indeed, yes.
Are there any types of creatures or species that have an aversion to cold iron for any reason?
Well,
Everybody side eyes that way.
as a matter of fact, demons are actually kind of weak to cold iron. It seems to get past their magical defenses for some reason. They don't like touching it all that much either.
I'm gonna cast Detect Evil on Amy.
Amy, what do you come up as?
I do not come up as evil.
I say, hey, can I have that iron ingot for a second?
Also, hang on a second, just because I think this is important. I'm going to type it in the chat. Because it's something I shouldn't say out loud, but, you know. If anyone understands what that means. Like, this is a part... There are places in which...
Yes.
This is places in which metagaming is really useful, and this is one of them.
I understand that there's a difference between the two.
Yeah.
But,
Demons with an
interesting.
E or demons with an A?
Yes. Because technically A has both. Plus, if you have it with an A, aren't you supposed to like pronounce it with a sort of
Demons.
like
Yeah, demons.
yeah, kind of pretentious like.
Yeah. Pronounce it like they pronounce...
Daedra.
Like, pronounce it like they pronounce it in the Golden Compass. Demons.
Yeah.
Or like how they pronounce Daedra in Elder Scrolls.
Yep, that too.
I remember reading the Golden Compass.
Ah, yes. Well, I believe it's... They don't like it, really, because they've got energy from the First World, is the believed concept, apparently. So, quite an interesting history, actually. But anything that comes from the First World kind of doesn't react too well to cold iron.
Interesting.
How easy is it to make a dagger out of that?
It'll cost
Well,
you.
I've got a cold iron sword. Fairly easy.
It'll cost you. You'll need a qualified smith to make one, really.
Interesting.
You could probably find one in the city, to be fair. But
You know, why
Yeah.
don't you hold on to it?
Yeah, here, Amy, why don't you hold that for us?
Moving on.
So the gnome also then picks up the last ingot, because you guys know the other material is dragonhide, right? There's like
Oh
yeah.
there's like
Yeah.
no reason.
By the
going
way,
that
how much does that ingot of cold iron weigh?
Half an ordinary ingot of iron weighs. Cold iron is
And that is
considerably lighter.
I wouldn't worry about putting it in the actual inventory because we're just gonna load this shit onto the cart.
Yeah.
oh fair.
That's the ingot you'll be sitting on.
Anyways, the last shiny ingot.
She looks over the last ingot with like a closer eye as she stares at it, and she's there for quite a while, and she goes, "Where did you get this?"
Same pile as the rest of them.
Pile?
Don't worry about it. What is it?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. If I were to guess, and it's just a guess, I guess it's sun metal, or at least one of the various families of those metals. There's a series of metals which is known as sky metals or air metals. They are very, very light, and they all have extremely strange properties. And sun metal, it's got a name called sun silver. People like to call it, which unfortunately means it breaks a lot, which is true, I guess. But it just seems to be not entirely of the earth.
Oh.
She looks at it like a bit closer and just is literally just trying to see it from every angle, as if something can give away a little bit more information about it. And she goes, "I don't know, really."
Alright, well, let's go on the cart.
Maybe one of the big smiths can actually identify it.
Likely so. But I'm afraid that's all I can do, really. It's like
So
I
it's
say,
either sun silver or sky metal.
well, it might
or-
be one of the sky metals, yes. But my guess would be sun silver. It's a bit too heavy to be a sky metal, but I may be wrong. But my guess would be sun silver. Very well. She kind of hands it back to you and goes, "Well, I don't know what you'll be able to use it for. Silver's obviously a terrible thing for armor and weapons, but good luck.
We'll find a use for it.
Can I help you out in any other way, in any capacity, while you're here in the city?"
No, I think that should be it. Bless you.
Let's see.
Thanks, guys.
That was in character, by the way.
Great, nobody sneezed in character.
You did.
Yeah,
Now that we found
the
out-
sky sneezed.
Our is a demon. We just went like saying "bless you" randomly. Just
All
funny.
right.
Very well.
So
The gnome,
time to do
the
some
old-
shopping.
the older gnome just like nods at you, like puts a cap, like tilts her cap slightly that she's wearing, and then just starts walking down the street. You know, the cloak kind of billowing behind her. The guard kind of stands there for a bit more, then kind of like quickly looks to her left and notices the gnome is walking away, and then like runs after her and then starts walking beside her.
Whoops.
All right, so what do you guys do?
Well, I'm gonna
Okay.
run off down to the churches.
So first things first, we need to decide as a group, are there any of these metals we're willing to part with?
At the
So
current
yet.
moment, no.
I actually just had a thought. We have the umbral metal, and back at the Deathless Forge there was the night room. And if that is if this special ingot here is sky metal, perhaps it links to deities, perhaps?
Interesting.
Which is why we can't get rid of any of them, because we don't know exactly how they all connect until we're there in the Deathless Forge.
Fair enough.
Like these, like the Umbrite and this Sun Silver, whatever it is, probably really counts towards something. But even like the simple iron ingots, who knows?
Yeah, Iron could be linked to the Forge rune.
Exactly. So we got to be careful. We don't want to go through all of this and get back to the Deathless Forge and then find out we need that one coal iron ingot that we sold.
Yeah. All right, you've got
Yeah.
a good point. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna
But we do have other things to sell.
like what?
There's some things that people didn't want to take.
Magical items that you guys got.
Magical items, yeah.
Right. Can we
Okay.
run through those again real quick?
You got the Quick Runner shirt, the Gloves of Reconnaissance, the Shawl of Lifekeeping, the Adamantium Battle Axe, the Drushite Chain Shirt, and one Slaying Arrow.
And I took
Well,
the
I took the battle axe.
I took the chain shirt and the gloves of reconnaissance.
I have the shawl and the set of hidden needles.
That's a old magic item
Yeah,
now at
that's,
the minute,
that's from the last one.
Did Tantek take anything?
I have an arrow.
Right,
Tantek
so-
took one Slaying Arrow of which slays goblinoids.
So what does that leave us?
You guys have
Quicksilver shirt.
Quick Runner shirt. Yeah, because nobody picked that up. I mean, you can wear it under your armor as well, so I wouldn't see why anyone wouldn't
Oh.
want it. But you know,
What are the effects of the quick runner shirt you said it was called?
Quick Runner shirt grants you an additional move action, but as soon as you as soon as you have finished that move action, your turn immediately ends.
Sure, I'll wear the quick runner shirt.
So you could if you want to take both actions and then use the Quick Runner shirt, basically, is you get an additional move action. Simple enough.
All right, sure. I'll take the quick runner shirt. It could be helpful.
Alright,
in
I'll pass
confronting-
that back to.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
were you wearing it?
No, I was holding it. I wasn't wearing
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah,
Right,
from the first vault, you guys got the corset of hidden needles, a set of 5 screaming bolts, the glowing glove, a +1 warhammer, and then another bunch of ingots.
I think we can sell the warhammers maybe.
I
I-
feel like we
That's
should hold on
risky.
to those.
I don't think we should sell any of the warhammers or ingots from the forge. I think maybe the magical items are fine.
Then the corset, because nobody's using that.
I
Yeah.
could use it, but it.
And some of these
that-
women in these dwarven areas, I mean, they could use
Yeah.
a corset.
I mean, again, it's just another shirt item that you can wear under your armor. It's up to you guys if you want to sell it.
How bad are we in need of money right now?
We're doing pretty
we're-
good.
We're comfortable.
I've got over 100 gold on me.
Yeah. Whoa. 100
That's
gold?
depressing.
We just need to make sure Iran has replacement armor. And then, if we don't sell anything, then we just get out of here.
Yeah, speaking of, I sort of pick up the little mage. Let's go armor shopping.
Okay.
How do you pick up the little mage out of interest? I'm curious.
Just by the collar.
By the scruff of your neck.
Yeah. You filthy
I
thing.
don't think she's supposed to... I don't think you should do that.
It's time for armor
I don't
shopping.
resist it.
Oh.
Okay, so it's about... It's gonna hit about like 11 o'clock right now. So...
Hey. Hey, Tantek,
I've already left.
where'd you go?
We did just leave.
Oh, that's right. He went off to the church. I guess I'm
Hey.
by myself again. Hey, hold on a second. I'm just thinking. Oh, shit. We left Malor inside this room.
Yep, you did.
Alright, I gotta go back inside and unlock the door for Malor.
Wait, you locked him in his room?
Yeah?
Okay, Des, I'm gonna deal with you last.
Hold on,
Uh,
you locked him in his room this whole time. You didn't tell
Yes.
us, and the guards didn't ask
Oh,
any
no,
follow-up
hey.
questions about him.
Ow, I knew.
I
Ow,
forgot.
is part of
Maybe.
this.
I can't
Ally
believe
is
you guys
part of
did
this.
this to him.
So, Tantek, what are you looking for?
Looking around for that dwarf war priest, Vashar.
That is over in the Dwarven section. You will not be able to get to it.
Well, shit. Then I'm gonna go to a generic church.
There is no like dedicated church in the Mortaloi currently, but there is various altars set up and around the place by just the various people in the town itself. There's no like church or anything, but there are various altars and offerings here and there.
Can I request that you come back to me?
Sure. Okay, so Aule and Eran, where are you guys, or what are you guys looking
We-
for?
Are looking for an armorer because not only do I need a new suit of armor, but I also have to sell this old battle axe because I got the new adamantite one.
You do indeed.
I
Cool.
didn't have any special attachment to this battle axe, so let's just sell it.
That's right. All the air's coming up from my alcohol.
Oh,
All right.
by the way, do
Yeah.
we have a better name for these gold balls I'm carrying? Because all I have them tagged out in my inventory is gold balls times 3.
Put necklace of balls.
Oh, the necklace.
Necklace of balls, because I'm pretty sure I explained it to you actually when you got it. You guys
did.
know that it's a necklace of fireballs, right?
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll just
we
call them
knew it was
golden
necklace
fireballs.
of fireballs, but
Yeah.
he had it written down as golden balls.
Balls.
Golden fireballs times 3. I also have 1 healing potion.
Hmm.
And I have a potion of Justin Trudeau.
What?
Potion of dark skin.
Of bark
Uh,
bark skin.
Bark.
Oh
skin.
my god.
Oh, okay.
Oh
you
my
see,
God.
This is why I
Oh.
was freaking out last time.
Oh
This is why I
God.
was making all the jokes and freaking out about this. 'cause
Wait,
I
what
thought you
happened?
said
I missed
dark.
it. What happened?
Oh god.
He wrote
I was
down
like
a potion
really
of bark
questioning
skin as
this,
a
but I
potion
didn't
of
want to
bark
say anything.
Okay, Des, you've just missed possibly one of the most offensive and funny moments in our campaign.
What?
So,
I heard
so
dark skin and bark skin.
So-
I misheard him last week when he said it was bark with a B. I thought he said dark with a D as in it was a potion of dark skin, which is
Oh.
and I made Justin Trudeau
So-
jokes, and I was like kind of like a little skeeved, but I was just kind of rolling with it because I
Oh,
was like,
shit.
yeah, I don't know.
oh my god. Oh
anyways,
god.
that's enough Pathfinder for today, boys. Have a good night.
So bark with a B.
Yes.
What does that do?
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it.
Bark skin is a +2 AC for an hour, basically.
Okay.
It's +2 to your natural armor for an hour. Oh my god. So when do we get arrested, guys?
Soon.
Quite a few sessions ago. I think it was like session 2.
Soon, but they're not taking me alive.
Oh god.
Same though.
I mean, I didn't think it was possible to like bring race thing into a fantasy world full of legitimate separate races.
Excuse
Well,
me.
you know,
Like, why
We
does
have
it-
an arrow that kills goblins in one shot.
Yeah, well, I thought it'd all be fantasy, you know.
We
You know.
sort of Justin Trudeau'd it there for a second. Anyway, so I need to sell my old battle axe, so I'm going to look for a place to resell adventuring gear, and then I'm going to look armor hunting.
You know, I can walk.
Right, I'm going to put Amy down.
Well, you are now standing up on the ground again. So, you and Aule walk through the Mortalai once again. There is a market currently going on in one of the more open areas where various things are being sold. Various fresh things, actually, as in perhaps just arrived. There's a lot more colour suddenly in the marketplace from when you guys walked around the city last time, which was yesterday, actually,
Ooh.
now that I think about it.
Actually, before I sell my battle axe, I have a whetstone in my pack, so I'm going to sharpen the axe with the whetstone and then wipe it down with my cloak so it looks like, actually nice.
Good idea.
Nice
Lo
and
suddenly walks in.
pristine looking. And yeah, time to go to a merchant and be like, hello, I have battle axe.
So you and Aule eventually walk around a bit, and there is an open store with an anvil and a blacksmith there, who looks up at you as you approach, and he goes, "Can I help?"
Yes, actually, I've got an old battle axe here I was hoping to part ways with. I'm gonna hold it up for him.
He has a look over it, and he goes, serve you well, has it?
Incredibly so. I have to say it's the reason I'm standing here in front of you today.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm sure the one that forged this would be happy to hear that. I'll give you 2 gold pieces for it, though. I'm pretty sure I could sell it on. Hello?
Yeah, that's probably like a good resale price for a battle axe. Because how much are they new?
Brand new there, 10 gold p.
Yeah, they're 10 gold pieces. So that's a decent price right there. Done. And I'm gonna set it down on the counter and shake his hand.
He shakes your hand and like passes you the 2 gold coins pretty easily as one of the smaller dwarves quickly runs over to the forge and like starts pumping it while he's doing the transaction.
All right. We walk out the shop. I hold up the 2 gold pieces to Amy and say, "Look, dinner."
Oh. Okay.
Now then.
Where are you gonna buy armor from him?
Well, that was a weaponsmith. I gotta find an armor smith.
There's a difference?
He probably does both.
I do
Well.
both.
Oh, I don't know. Does he do both, Ben?
As you guys go back and ask him, he goes, "Yep, we sell armor here. We can have it custom made if you want."
Right, yeah.
Well,
I need a new
just
suit of
forget-
armor.
Not that I'm there, but make sure you know how long it can take, because we can't be here for too long. Custom armor's going to take a while.
We've got some basic armor here and there. What are you looking for in particular?
Well, something sturdy. I used to have a scale mill, but that is sort of gone.
Well, we do have scale mail still in stock. We've got the breastplate as well, generally speaking. We've also got a bit of chain mail. We're running a bit low on it, really, actually, right now, that I'm thinking about it. But we've also got a bit of hide. We've got studded hide. It's a bit armoured, but we do sell here and there. Nothing too fancy, though, I got to admit myself. We're just doing well here. What do you pick?
Alright.
So while Aran is making his choice and probably looking at the stats for each armor, what are you doing, Des?
I'm gonna first search for the key in my pack.
Okay, it's still there.
I'm gonna go up to the door. Is the door still locked?
The door is still very much locked.
Okay, I'm gonna knock on the door first.
You get no answer.
Oh boy. Alright, I will open the door.
Cool. So you open the door to the room in which you locked Malor in, and it's just a pretty bare room. It's the same room that you guys slept in last night, really. It's got the same sort of layout. It's the same as everything. There's nobody in there currently. There's a small chest over to the side that's empty. It's just a normal sleeping room.
Huh. I could have sworn I left him in here. Can I look around? Like, is a bed made? Is it...
There is a slight smell of sick in the room.
Oh.
And the bed is made up. It's slightly made up, yeah.
Okay, can I find the source of the sick smell?
It's just on the floor, just in front of the door.
Okay.
As in, you know where Melor collapsed last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go back out to the main room, and I assume the regular innkeeper's there.
Yep, the owner is there, sitting at the desk.
Hey, did you see the dwarf that came out of the room?
A dwarf that... Ah, yes, that dwarven guard from yesterday. You mean?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, he was making such a fuss last night. Apparently he got really drunk, and he lost his key while he was locking himself into his own room.
Okay, do you know where he went?
No, I don't, actually. He kind of left really early in this morning. Something about trying to find someone that he was meant to be looking after.
Oh,
Can I ask a question that sort of retroactively pokes a hole in this?
Yeah, go
How
for
can
it.
you lock someone inside a room? Like,
The lock is on the
Yeah,
outside.
the lock, so
yeah, but like, if,
medieval locks were not just inside. You could have medieval locks on both sides, basically, right?
okay, so you put the lock on the outside.
Yeah, and I took his key because you can't it's not like
I
our
see.
locks right now where you just have the lever on the other side. You need
Yeah.
the key for
Gotcha.
both sides to unlock it.
You know
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
whole looking through the keyhole thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's medieval locks.
Yep,
Yep.
Stitch has
Wow.
got it in one.
yeah,
I'm
that's
learning.
perfect.
Okay,
So,
I was really confused for a second there. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, no, it's not like a latch situation. It's a little key you need to use it to unlock. Otherwise, he's trapped in there.
Okay, horrifying, but it works.
It's medieval times for you. Anyways, did you happen to see, or did he mention which place he's going to search at all?
I think he was going to go to the guards to figure out where they go, or get some help from them.
Okay, well, I'm sure that's perfect. All right, well, thank you.
It probably worked out for him.
I give the innkeeper a silver and go away.
Okay, cool. Do you give the key back to the innkeeper?
Yes, I return back and give the key to the innkeeper.
Okay, good. Just making sure. So, Tansek, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Still looking around for a generic temple to do some learning at.
There is a couple of libraries in the little city. They're not big or anything. They're just really basic libraries where the books are bought and sold as well as borrowed.
Well, I'd like to walk into one of those.
Okay. So you walk
And-
into a smallish library. Again, you are way too big for this city, so you have to duck slightly as you enter in the door. But there's enough headspace for you to stand up in the actual place. It has been taken into consideration for other races. Over to one side of the building, of the room, there is bookshelves, just filled with different sort of books, all different colours, as you see their spines on the shelf. And there's a small halfling sitting at the desk, reading one of the very books. And he doesn't really look up when you enter.
Hello.
No.
I walk over and knock on the desk.
He looks up and closes the book after putting his thumb in one of the pages, and then puts the book down and goes, "Hello, can I help?"
Why, yes, I'm looking for a book on the pantheons of the old gods.
Pantheons, deities, yes, of course. Well, what are you looking for exactly? Are you looking for first world pantheons? Are you looking for evil pantheons? Are you
Specifically the draconic pantheons.
draconic pantheons? Yes, okay. Give me 2 seconds. And he walks over to the bookshelf, and he has a little ladder which he has to put on his shoulder and then start walking down the bookshelf, and then sticks the ladder up against the shelves and then starts climbing up all the way up until he's at your head level, and then slowly picks out a book. He goes, "Well, we've got one on the draconic gods here. It's a pretty in-depth book, personally. Not a fascinating read, in my personal opinion. But yeah, you looking to buy it or just borrow it for a couple of days?"
Bye. I don't think I'll be coming back to the city anytime soon.
Fair enough. And he starts walking very slowly down his little ladder, and he reaches the bottom and picks up the ladder, puts it on his shoulder again, and starts walking back behind the desk. Puts the ladder back down, jumps up onto his seat, and then puts the book down on the desk. Goes, "Okay, that'll just be a gold then, please."
All right. That's it.
That's it. We like to keep our prices as low as we can. Reading should be a pleasure for everyone, as they say.
All right. And I'm assuming that I could have a seat somewhere in the library and take a read of this book. Just
Oh.
skim through it.
Yes, of course. We always encourage other readers, by all means.
Well, I'm gonna start skimming through the book, looking for some very specific details.
Cool. What details are you looking for?
very specific ones that are probably best kept private.
Okay, message me those details then. And we shall return to Aaron and Aule. How's it going, you two? What are you two doing currently?
I'm looking through. Actually, I guess I realized I didn't put on my sheet how many spells per day the paladin gets, so I'm trying to find that online. How many spells a day does a level 4 paladin get?
0.
Right. Oh, right. I remember. It's 0, but because I have a wisdom modifier high enough, I get
1.
I get to cast 1 spell. I remember now. That explains why that's blank.
So, Des, what are you doing now that you've finished
Sorry,
with
I
your
stepped away.
mellow business? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Don't really. Oh. No, you know what? We'll get it on the way out. I don't really have anything to do. I guess I'll just go around the market to see if anything catches my eye. Maybe if there's any like.
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. Is someone messaging me? Because I can hear pings, but I can't see any.
Yes. You asked me to.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, right. That's because it's on my other. It's on my other setup. Sorry. I'm using. Yeah. Okay. Forget it. Carry on. I'll have to look at it later. Volt. Sorry about that.
All right, that's fine.
So, Des, what are you doing whilst Aaron continues looking up stuff? Stitched, are you okay? By the way.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm here. I just don't have anything to contribute because I'm kind of like just staring at Aaron as he stares at metal.
Cool. Okay, so Des, are you doing
Where's
anything?
Yeah, actually, you know what? If I'm able to, might be a bit of a long walk though. How far is it away to the eastern entrance?
It's from the Motorai.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
looks
about,
like a long walk.
Yeah, it's about a mile and a bit, so it's a fair walk.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'll just do I guess a quick tour of the markets, and I guess if there's anything that might catch my eye, like, on display, super sharp silver sickles, 10 pence. I'll grab that. But if there's nothing like that, then I'm just basically wandering, killing time.
Fair enough. As you walk around, you notice that there is a great degree of new foods and new tradable items, definitely, in the marketplace. Like I say, the place is filled with much more vibrant colour and seemingly more people than there were yesterday.
Foods, you say?
Yeah, the city itself seems to have more people and more foods in it. There's more people yelling here and there, and seemingly a lot of people are drinking quite early in the morning as well.
Is there anything spicy?
There are spices imported here and there, but there is nothing actually cooked in the market yet. It's yet to reach lunchtime, so...
Fair enough, okay. Yeah, you know what, I'll go, if there's some, more exotic food stands or stores, I guess I'll go into one and maybe pick up some, supplies for our travel out.
Okay, you can spend,
that might spice things up.
You can spend 5 silver and just pick out a series of exotic foods. I'll leave that up to you. So, Eran, what are you doing? Have you finished all of your admin?
I'm looking through, and much to Amy's horror, I'm staring at... Actually, does he have heavy armor?
He does indeed have heavy armor.
Okay, cool, because I'm thinking about buying a set of half-plate.
Okay. Do you have the money for half plate?
Well, that depends on how much of a markup this guy has over the cost in the book.
He is just the cost in the book.
Also depends on how much I have in my pocket, I have a feeling.
Half plate is 600 gold pieces.
So I have bad news, Aaron.
Uh-huh.
Don't have... I said I had more than 100.
You have 101, don't you?
I have 112, 2 silver, and 8 copper.
No worries. I'm going to plop 600 gold on the counter, which is going to make me broke, but at least I have a shiny new set of armor.
Okay, so what's your decision?
Half plate. I'm gonna go for half plate armor.
Okay, again, how are you going to afford that?
I had 768 gold pieces.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, by all means. The dwarf goes over and then brings back a half plate and hands it over to you and like puts it on the desk with like quite a loud thud. He goes, "Half plate for you then, sir?
Oh yes.
Hefty thing. I hope you can hold it. That'll be 600 gold pieces then."
And here you are, most of my life savings.
Well, if it saves your life, I think that'd be a good investment.
Yep.
Okay, also please note that your speed is reduced.
Yep.
Good.
I don't know. I think the half
Alright.
plate looks better on you.
Indeed. Now
Indubitably.
it's just time to adjust this. I still got my large cloak that I'm going to wear over it so that I'm somewhat winterized.
Don't forget a helm.
The helm does come with the half plate, yeah.
Although at this point it's a little late for that.
It's more of a basic helm though. There's nothing stylized like your old helmet, really. Which was more like more with religious symbols on it, I think. For when you first started out.
Yeah, this is unfortunately very much a,
Consumer half plate.
Yeah.
Pretty basic. Cool. So, does anybody else have anything they wish to do?
Yeah, I'm also gonna go to the marketplace.
Okay,
Trying
Do
to
I have
find
anything to do,
one
Mike?
of.
Well, on the bright side, my AC is 20 now.
Very good.
On the not so bright side, I have a check armor penalty of 7 and a max dexterity of 0.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Heavy armor, y'all.
I'm a tank. Tank's gonna tank.
Anyways, gonna go down to the old marketplace looking for a weaponsmith.
Okay, cool. You can go down to the marketplace and meet up with Aaron and Aule.
Sure, are they still at the weaponsmith?
Currently, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to get everything sorted till I carry it back.
I mean, Aule is probably helping you put on the half plate because putting on heavy armor needs a fair bit of help.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can I help you, sir?
Why, yes, I'm looking for some great weapons.
Ah, great weapons, you say. What are you looking for in particular?
Oh, either a bardish or a great sword.
Great sword. I believe I've got one of those. Let me just look a second. And he goes back and comes back with like this quite huge sword on his shoulder and then just drops it with a massive clang on the desk. He goes, "There we are. It's pretty hefty."
As I would expect a sword of this stature.
Then you gotta say it's also pretty great. Come on.
So that's another death for this session.
Oh.
So Aaron was earlier. Now it's going to be Tez as well.
Death by dad joke.
Oh no. And I'm also going to sell off my trident and my longsword and shield.
End of an era.
Cool.
Truly.
So with the longsword, trident, and shield, the greatsword would only cost you 42 gold pieces.
Now hold on a minute.
Yeah.
This is a masterwork cold iron longsword.
Okay. You better tell the smith that because he's a tradesman.
I am offended that you would offer me such a low price for this beautiful longsword, my good sir.
All
And I
right.
set it down onto the table.
All right. All right. Very well. Can see you know what it is then. Okay.
He just tried to scam you, holy fuck.
Hell
Love
yeah,
it.
he did. I ain't falling for that
Whoops.
shit.
Gotta specify. Okay. He turns around and he goes, I'll give you the greatsword for 35 gold pieces. How about that?
That's the value of just the long sword, if it was not cold iron and a masterwork. How about 25 gold?
I'm thinking that you're valuing cold iron a bit too much, my friend. I'll
I
take
feel
it to
as though
30 gold pieces, but that's it.
I feel as though you're undervaluing the quality of this blade
It is a very
in regular construction.
Very well, if you want to take it for 30 gold pieces, I will happily do that.
27.
Let's shake on
Well.
28.
27 and a half.
You'll give me the 28, sir. It's been a pleasure doing business
Fine.
with you.
He says with a sneer.
No, the dwarf is smiling as he's like, there is someone that he couldn't just immediately like take one over immediately, and there is some sort of pride to the craftsmanship and the marketmanship, like being a trader. So he does enjoy like at least
good haggle.
Yeah, a good haggle. Somebody else who actually knows a bit about what they're talking about. So you now have a greatsword.
Yes.
Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Hey, does anyone have anything while we're traveling? Does anyone have anything to cook in? Or like a kettle to hold
Not
over the
on me.
campfire?
You guys just cook over. You guys just cook over an open fire every time.
Because
think so, yeah.
if someone has a kettle, I'm looking through the like equipment list for like little things I can stock up with while I'm down, and I can get a bunch of tea for like dirt cheap.
Nice for the mornings.
Yeah, get a kettle.
For the
Good.
RP.
So, where are you guys going then? The dwarf kind of asks as he like returns to the anvil.
We're off to the Empire.
Oh really?
Heading north.
What you going there for then?
Oh, business for the king.
The king? Well,
Well, that's bold.
must be
Yes,
important.
he
Then.
wants us to go and do some grave robbing.
Not so much great.
Oh. Hey,
Grave
I
robbing.
don't think we're there anymore. We just gotta let it right out.
Well, if you're not too busy grave robbing, I'm sure there's plenty of work around here as well.
Yes, unfortunately we do have
Hold
a
out there.
small limit.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yes, time sensitive.
What time is it about now?
It is about like just past midday. I'd say it's about 12:30.
Probably be getting ready to get on our way.
Well, good luck out there. Be sure not to run into any more monsters or any raiding parties out there whilst you're in the Empire.
We'll try.
All sufficiently stocked up then, I guess. Potions,
Yes.
and healing, and everything.
So, no, we're not done with that yet. Plus, also, we need rations.
How many days is it to our next destination?
That we should know.
Perhaps you should ask for a guide.
No.
What, has Aule taken
Alright.
you off guides for the rest of your life now?
Yes.
I don't see anything listed online for like actual like cooking gear.
Mess kit.
Yeah, it'd just be under mess kit. So, you guys okay then? Because we've been in the role-playing / buying bit for quite a while now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Potions.
I think
Potions.
I've got enough potions for me.
Well, Des does not have enough potions.
well then go buy some potions.
I'd like
You
to go buy some
midget.
potions.
Nothing
I'm not giving
episode.
any, again, to good old Tantic. Who will
Cool.
die by falling off a log somewhere, I'm sure.
So, who's gonna go get some potions then? You going as a party?
I mean, we can.
Yeah,
No, just
I mean,
as.
we don't know where Des is going.
I'm in the market somewhere. I'd say you could spot me, but probably not.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go to the apothecary.
So, as you ask around the market for a little bit, you know that in the marketplace, not in the mortuary, you know that there is a potion seller who has a house in the marketplace who sells potions. Quite a few people like just reference him to like that Fey guy, really. Everybody just knows him as Tom or that Fey guy. Yeah.
Well, I'll go see that Fey guy.
Okay. So you walk down from the mortuary to the marketplace, and you walk through the carts and the caravans that are coming in currently. And you kind of have to like push people out the way a little bit because there's just so many people and so many boxes here and there that are just in the way. And you come to the house of the potion seller that you've been just told about by everybody around the place, really. House itself is pretty quiet. It's like just down one of the side alleys, really.
Is it got like a sign? Does it say come in, knock, anything like that?
There's a small like swinging sign outside, which is just a simple wooden carving in the shape of a potion with like kind of badly painted on, really, as if
Right.
it was self done, basically.
I'll go on in.
Cool. As you open the door, you notice that the insides of the house are extremely dark. Looking around the place, if you have any light whatsoever, you can see that it seemingly has entirely been ransacked. Various pieces of potion kits and items and ingredients have been thrown around the place. And all along the walls, there are these strange symbols that have been painted in seemingly dark ink. The same kind of symbols that you saw on the Anasirian agents. The ones that were fighting outside of the dungeon earlier. They're splattered all around on the walls and on the floor. The desk itself at the very front, where obviously he does all of his trading, thrown over as the entire place seems empty. A smashed window at the back. No one else really there.
I will. I won't say anything. Though I probably did say something coming in, but I won't say anything, and I'll just take out one of my sickles and just peer in throughout the rooms, see if I can see anything, or anything vaguely body shaped that might concern me.
So you walk into the potion seller's house.
Oh shit! I don't have fucking dark vision. God damn it! I don't have a choice. I will. There's no light in here at all.
There is no light in there at all.
Down there. I have no choice. I will. I'll light a torch.
Oops. Okay, sorry. Box fell over in my room.
And on that note, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Nice.
Same.
Wait, what? What's everyone doing?
They're wanting a break.
Oh yeah, I was literally about to say, do we want to take a break before we continue?
Yeah.
That was going to be my
Go to the
next.
washroom.
That was going to be my next bit.
Let them go to the washroom.
Cool.
Hey, is there a lantern type of thing that I can get?
Yeah, you can get lanterns here.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just having a torch. I don't mind torches, but they bother me. Just carrying around a torch everywhere.
It is pretty like obvious. Like if you have like a torch in the open, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, what's it with me and going to like dark rooms with all my characters?
I don't know, man. Maybe it just falls that way. 10-minute break, 10-minute break, 10-minute break. Wait, so is it just me here?
No.
Oh, okay. I do need to go down and get some snacks, though.
And I'm also eating too, so.
Oh, nice. Anything good?
You know what a tortilla is?
Tortilla, did you say?
Yep. It's like a beef pie, basically.
Oh, nice.
I'm back.
He's back, bitches. How's it going, bud?
My bladder was nearly bursting.
Fair enough. I'm also just not human, so I don't need to go to the toilet.
That's 'cause you're Welsh.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say.
You don't have toilets.
So go be fucking Brian.
Yeah, man, that was strange.
And his daughter. His 13-year-old daughter. That sucks.
Oh shit, his daughter was in the thing as well?
Yeah. His
Oh.
wife was not, but his daughter was.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
That really fucking sucks. Jesus Christ.
So we're just waiting for Jordan to get back.
And stitched.
Oh, so
Yeah,
we
we took a proper break.
Yeah, no, we took a proper break. I was
Alright.
I was literally about to say, as he strikes the torch, do you want to take a break? And then
Yeah, it's about that time.
you guys just like, because I saw it like ticked over for me for like 9:45, and it was like, and break time, and then everybody just like, hey, I need a break. I was like, oh, okay. Everybody just beat me to
You're
it.
not our god anymore.
Beat me to it by like 30 seconds.
Alrighty.
No, I'm worse than gods. The Dungeon Master has always been worse than gods. It's
Best flavors of Cheetos. Jalapenos and a hot hint of lime. You there, Ben?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. You got a question?
Yeah, so while I'm helping Aaron with his armor, I'm going to go ahead and throw on the Shawl of Lifekeeping.
Okay, cool.
I don't know the command word for it though.
Oh.
That's the thing. So I'll just be wearing that.
Oh yeah. Okay, good point. I didn't really.
Command word, keep life, please.
Yeah, I didn't really think of that, to be honest, because it was just like just activate.
Command
Yeah,
word
just
is
just activate
command
it.
word.
You know.
No,
word is
it
please don't
specifically
die.
has a command word in the description.
Oh god, it does. But yeah, I'm looking at it now. Oh god.
When the DM tries to give you cool magic loot but completely fumbles it.
I mean, I gave you cool magic loot. It's not my fault that the loot comes along and screws you over.
Yes, it is, though.
Hey, I give you the magic loot. It's just how you use it. That's what matters. Not how big the loot is.
Command word is password.
Admin.
Okay. In that case, for now, just assume that you can just actively control it, and I'll give you the command word at a later date.
Okay. I'm also going to equip the the corset of hidden needles under my chain shirt.
In public?
Sounds like a fucking.
No,
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I will step into a changing room. Or around the corner.
I would like to put on this corset in public. Okay, great. Sure, you strip in public.
The
What did I
corset
just
hidden.
walk back
Nope.
to?
No, don't worry about it. The corset hidden needle sounds like some sort of like Hellraiser thing. Doesn't sound pleasant.
So it's actually an interesting item. I thought it was a cursed item just from reading the title of it, but no, it's actually a kind of useful weapon for damage over time.
Yeah, the robe of well, it's a transpiring because I'm trying to like change up the magic items a little bit so you can like wear them in different slots or like they give like different effects and that sort of thing, so you can like combine effects. But yeah, the robe of the hidden needles effect is basically the wearer can just use needles as like ranged attacks and use bleed damage with them. So
Yeah.
every needle that they impale into an enemy is an additional 1 point of bleed.
Well,
So against bosses, it's supremely good.
That means Aule's gonna get up there like right in there.
I mean,
Stab folk with a silver dagger.
well. All right.
I think everyone's back.
Yeah, as I say, is Dez still in the murder house?
Don't say that.
Because when I had left, Dez was investigating the
Yeah,
murder house, and
we
I was
took a
like,
break because
Yeah.
I was ready that time. So.
I literally like I saw the time as soon as like Des was like gonna strike a torch, I'd be like, it's a break time now because I saw the time and I was like, excellent. And then you guys like just did it before I could say anything. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Just we still got a couple of more minutes for the break. We might as well take the full 10-minute break. So
yeah.
Gives me a chance to stretch. Oh god, my calf muscles.
yeah, get up, move around, grab some snacks and stuff like that.
I am a sedentary being. I refuse to move around.
I
So
like-
is this purely off of photosynthesis? Thank you very much.
I am vegetable.
I mean,
I like how everyone was like, "What?" when I said that I had over 100 gold.
Yeah, how much fucking gold did Iran have? Holy shit.
Iran had 700 and something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
everyone
just
said
saving.
what, and 700
Everyone's like, Aule has gold, and then like Iran just pulls out
How
700
did
gold.
you save that much money?
Well, I'm still using my starting equipment, or was, so I haven't been buying anything.
I mean, I have given you guys a lot of gold, a lot of magic items.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's-
just haven't been buying anything until now,
we're hoarding it right now.
and now I'm broke again. So, the quest for gold begins.
Well, that's not very paladin-like of you.
Well, the gold
Our
allows.
Mayday is already pissed off at you because
I'm
you're
sorry.
greedy.
I'm sorry,
This
neutral.
is-
I'm sorry, neutral good lizard man. What was that?
This
Excuse
is
you?
this is less of a. This is more
Neutral
of a.
good.
This is more of an American themed sort of church that I go to.
Oh God, no! If Jordan, if you go down that route, I am seriously kicking you out of this campaign.
No,
Look,
Jordan,
I-
do it.
Like,
Jordan, he can't do the campaign without you.
Yes, he can. What
I-
are you talking about?
Because
I've done-
I will start it,
I
and then Volt will do it, and then we'll get Stitch to do it after.
like I have run evil campaigns and I can deal with evil shit, but if you start doing American churches, it is out. It is no more.
Listen,
Uh-oh.
Ben, God wants you to have money, but in order to have money, you need to give the church money first, okay? But you'll get your blessings back tenfold if you give us $100 right now.
Is that a seed that I'm planting?
That is a seed you are planting, a mustard seed, the smallest seed known to man, according to the Bible. You're gonna plant this mustard seed. It's gonna grow into a fruitful tree. Oh, Ben, it's gonna grow into a fruitful tree for you, full of God's wisdom.
What they failed to tell you is that it's a mustard tree.
But then you can resell that mustard for your profit.
No, you can't, because nobody likes mustard.
You take that back.
Never. Ketchup or die.
Okie doke. Right.
Oh, is it time to play again?
Yep, it's time to play again, seeing as we
I
have.
want to talk about the prosperity gospel some more. All right.
So how
time
much
for Des
how
to
much
die.
how much does you want Des to die?
Listen, all my other characters are dying.
Okay.
Tip is dead next week.
Okay. Right. So, Des, What are you doing?
I strike a torch because I can't see shit.
Cool. You strike a torch up. You light up the room of the potion seller's house, and there doesn't appear to be any bodies around or any blood. Like I say, there's just the inky liquid from the symbols that have been painted into the walls, and one huge one painted into the floor itself.
Can I?
There is a
touch-
back room as
Ooh.
well. Two small
like
back rooms at the sides.
I'll go to the back room.
Okie
least-
doke.
Yeah. But
Click,
gingerly, carefully,
click,
cautiously.
click moment. Cool.
What? I don't know.
I said click moment. So, as you step into the room and you step into the middle of the symbol on the massive floor, gas starts emitting from the symbol itself and starts quickly filling the room.
Oh.
You can make one action, because I always give players a chance when a trap is set off. You have one action. What do you do? A purple smoke is now filling the room very quickly.
I get out of the room as soon as I can and go straight back out the door.
Cool. Can you give me a fortitude save?
Can I? I can.
Give me a fortitude save.
You betrayed me. Roll 20. 9.
Okie doke. So as you run out the room, unfortunately, the gas has already filled the place, and you've taken a small breath of it as you leave. As you step outside into the fresh air, you've taken a deep breath to clear your lungs, but suddenly your body starts shivering slightly as you kind of can't feel as much of yourself now, as
Oh boy.
a little bit of you seems to dull away, as you're not really sure altogether why you're here. Or maybe it's you know why you're here, but you can't remember why it was so important to you specifically. You take 4 points of charisma damage.
That's just regular damage, right?
That's just regular damage.
Goodbye, health I regained for the healer.
No,
I missed
charisma
you.
damage.
Charisma
Your stat.
damage.
Oh.
As in,
Oh, my stat.
that's damage to
Oh.
your charisma stat.
Oh, that's. Is that permanent?
Damage can be
May not be.
healed.
That's okay. I had a lot of charisma.
Not anymore.
So as oh yeah. So as
You
you
just kind of walk up and start being an asshole, and we're gonna be like, "Whoa!"
oh, charisma is force of personality. So, like, if you're really
He has lost his personality.
Oh.
if you're really brash and you have a high charisma, it means that you are like you can really make that brashness come across, and people will listen to that, or they will notice it more. Or force of personality is like how well that you can use your personality to affect other people. Like force of personality is used on intimidate, or bluff, or diplomacy. Like charisma is kind of like one of those weird stats where it's like you have force of personality, but you can choose like what to use it in. So like if you want to be a really intimidating character, if you want to be a really diplomatic character, if you want to be a really, suave character, the bards is basically the entire point of charisma.
Fair enough.
So as you watch, the room itself, or the house, fills with this purple smoke, and then it starts pouring out of the windows, and then slowly starts dispersing up into the air, as the house suddenly and slowly gets rid of the noxious gas. So what do you do, Des?
How much in control of my faculties am
You're in complete control of your body.
Okay. But so this gas is dispersing, right?
Yep, the gas does eventually disperse and the room is pretty clear.
Whew. Alright, let's go back in, boys. I will go back in. Actually, before I go back in, would I assume I have some water on me? I have like a water thing.
Yeah, you've probably got a water skin on you, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to, like, if I got some extra cloth, probably isn't somewhere, I have a pack with me, so some cloth, and then I'm just going to rip a piece off, tie it around my face, and then, well, wet it first, and then just tie it around my face so a big piece is hovering over my mouth and nose. And then
Okay.
I'll head back in.
So you head back into the shattered store. And you can walk around with your torch high. Do you go to the back rooms then, do you?
Yeah, first, I should have done this before, is there any display for the potions that this guy had up front? That was like maybe toppled over?
There are various like glass display cases. You know, they're the really small panes of glass, so they're really easy to make, and very much not as expensive in such a place of a dwarven city.
Is there any potions that fell on the ground?
There are a couple of potions fell on the ground. There are quite a lot of shattered potions also scattered around the place. Broken glass very much does fill the ransacked kind of room. The till.
Can I identify? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say the till is still there. It's kind of leaning on its side a little bit, but it's still there in the shop.
Okay. Can I identify if there's a couple of health potions I can just grab?
Yep, you can like just open some of the glass cases and you can pick out some of the health potions that have just been untouched.
Yeah, I'll just grab. Do you know how many are there? Can you give me a number or no?
There's about 3 or 4 that have been undamaged.
I'll grab 3 of them. Just small or large, I guess.
Just usual cure light wounds. What was it? 1d8 plus 2 potions, usual stuff.
Okay, yeah. Grab 3 of those, and then, yeah, I'll head back to the back rooms again.
So, one of the back rooms appears to be where he makes the potions. There is a small table there with, the equipment to craft the potions with various pieces and instruments and ingredients scattered around the room. Not as organized as the potion and apothecary place you had back at the capital, but it's still there. It's smaller and it's still a nice small place. In the other room, there is a small bedroom. It's simple to live in, with a nice double bed in the middle of it. It's a pretty plain place. He doesn't seem to have many excessive items, except there's a painting on the wall opposite the bed, and it seems like it's a painting of like a community event or something, like some sort of festival. And in the picture itself that's been painted, there seems to be 3 kind of men and 1 woman in it. One sort of ordinary human, 1 tiefling near the back, and kind of in the middle seems like this kind of humanoid person, but he seems to have odd like lumps here and there, and his skin seems a little greener and seems a little rougher, as if there's another
Probably
layer.
our Fey lad. Is there any papers or anything that those guys left out? Any letters?
There is just a basic stack of like business papers. There's a couple of personal letters that have been stashed in a drawer if you search through them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time there. If there's no person, nothing else of interest, I'm just going to leave.
No,
That was my torch. Sorry, go ahead.
No, like I said, there's just one letter which has been addressed to Tom Tinderson, but that's about it, really.
Tom, who?
Tinderson. I'll write it out in the chat.
It's addressed to him.
Yeah.
It's unopened.
Currently unopened, yeah.
Quick as I can, I'm gonna open that up and take a look at it.
It appears just to be a letter from someone in a village. Quite far from here. Perhaps a romance letter. You can't really tell from the message contents itself. It seems to be almost a mix between romance and melancholy. A melancholy. Oh, I can't say that word.
Melancholy, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna dip out then.
Okie doke.
And just, I mean, you can go back to the other guys, but I'm gonna head towards the guard station at the marketplace.
Sure thing. So, the other three, what are you doing while Des makes his way back?
I don't know. I guess I'm just hanging out back at the inn, admiring my shiny new armor.
Same, I guess.
Hey, Tantic, what'd you get?
I got a great sword.
Ooh. He's a big sword.
Yay, for you.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Big for me, no matter what size I was.
Maybe if you weren't such a swamp thing.
I didn't really have a choice in that.
Everyone has a choice.
Should have got your gains.
I don't think that affects height.
Gains.
I think it does.
Perhaps width. Definitely not height.
Why, are you saying the Tantic's gains make him fat? You can't say
No.
that.
I'm only 200 pounds.
You got a fat ass!
Who said that?
Look around, you can find nobody.
was the wind.
Anywho, it's I don't think there's any more admin that we have to do.
Oh,
I guess whenever Des gets back, we'll just pack up and leave.
Be the plan.
yeah, while you're sitting there, the inn owner has to go out back to deal with the sounds of clattering that's happening at the back of his inn. But if you guys are done,
Clattering out the back.
sorry,
Flattering, you say?
sorry, Aaron, did I interrupt you? I apologize.
No, it's fine. I'm sure I had something that was more like out of character to say,
Oh, go for it.
but
I'm sure
Yes.
Des currently isn't being gassed.
so what
Don't
do we
worry.
hear?
There's just seemingly the clattering of bins out the back, really. In the distance, you can also hear, the yelling that the fighting pits are now open once again. But otherwise, it's just a small clattering out back, really, as if a bin or a bag or a box of things were just being pushed over or searched through. The inn owner actually just comes back to his desk, and the sounds continue anyway, even as he just sits back down at the desk.
Interesting. Has anyone seen Des?
No?
It's been gone a while.
Should we go look for him?
You might want to go look for him.
I'm sure he can handle himself.
Yeah, let's go look for him. Let's head out the back door.
It's a good excuse, guys.
What? I guess, whatever. I'm not even surprised anymore.
Right, so I guess we head out the back door looking for Des.
Okay. Jeeves, I'd just like to say I'm sorry that you're in this party.
I'm
That's fine,
gonna
they're
be
exploring.
like a normal person and head out the front door
No, you're
and
going,
go
you're going
around
with
to
the
the
rest
back.
Well, I mean, the back's where we heard the clattering, so like maybe that's him back there digging through the trash. He's like a little gremlin,
of them. Yeah,
little
I'm like
creature,
a little trash
right?
gremlin. I'm the trash man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, that's what species he is, right? He's a little trash goblin. He's a
Yeah.
goblin. Goblins dig through trash.
Do I have to get the It's Always Sunny clip for you guys?
Oh god.
No.
Hey, I've got an arrow to slay goblinoids.
No, gremlin, not goblin.
What's the difference?
Racist.
Pretty sure goblins are fey. Or sorry, gremlins are fey.
Anyway,
Anyway,
And
who's going out back then?
I will.
me.
I'm going out the front and then circling around.
Cool.
All right. Well,
So, as you eventually all make your way around to the back, you all walk outside to a small little alleyway in which most of the leftover food and uneaten meals and finished off trash and everything is just stored in boxes and barrels outside. Picking around in the boxes, and one of which has been thrown onto the floor in searching desperation, you see a small girl, jet black hair, with extremely pale skin, and ragged. Her body is more or less covered in freckles, and she doesn't appear to take any
sorry.
notice.
What was that last bit?
Her body's covered in freckles.
Okay.
She doesn't appear to take any notice of any of you as you make your way out back, and still continues to scavenge through the boxes, stuffing her face with whatever food that she can grab out of it, the peels and all.
Do you want some real food?
She does not react.
Okay. I'm going to walk up slowly and cautiously.
She still appears to not be able to sense you.
Alright, I'm going to give her a tap on the shoulder.
When you do, she stops. Her hands are like stuck in the box, and slowly she kind of turns her head and looks up at you, almost pleadingly.
I'm gonna pull out a gold coin.
She looks at the gold coin, then looks back up at you, and then looks back at the gold coin, then takes her hands out of the box and then starts backing away, hiding behind the stack of boxes from you.
I'm just going to set it on the ground in front of her and step back.
She doesn't go and pick it up. She continues to just stare at you from behind the boxes.
It's okay.
She stares at you for a little while, and then her mouth opens, but all that comes out of it is strangled noises, as if her voice can't make it out, as if words can't get anywhere with her.
Well, that is depressing. Alright, well, Dad has been gone for a while, which is probably very not optimal.
Yeah, we need to kind of get back on the road.
So I'm going to take one of the trail ration packs out of my bag and set it on the ground
As you're
with the gold coin and
as you're
start
doing
walking
this,
back.
the dwarf owner walks outside and stares at you all, and then stares at the girl and goes, "That's very kind of you. Thank you."
Can she not speak?
Could you not tell? She's
Well, I mean,
no,
I think I've gathered.
she's deaf.
That would explain the not
Out of
reacting to
character,
us.
I had figured, but you know. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Unfortunately so. She's probably a runaway slave. I can't really do anything to look after her. I've got too much on my hands, and in our lifetime we must look after ourselves, but I wish I could do more for her. So, if she wishes to eat the scraps, then she can eat the scraps as much as she likes.
I'm sure she'd appreciate anything. But I left something out for her if she decides to grab it. Hopefully she does, but do try to look out for her. And we have to go find our friend.
By all means.
At this point, it's been gone an uncomfortably long amount of time.
So, Des, where are you, by the way?
As I said, I was traveling down to the guard station. That's just outside the marketplace.
Okay.
And
so you arrive at the guard station, and it is a lot of merriment and talking going on around it.
all right,
So what
well,
are you doing?
go up to them, be like, hey, ugh, God, kind of woozy. Hey, guard people.
Dwarf guard slowly walks over to you and he goes, "May I help you, citizen?"
Yeah, the Fey potion maker's apartment or building or whatever has been ransacked, and there was a gas trap in there. I think you guys should probably head over there or something. I'm a little bit woozy, but you should go over there.
Thank you very much for telling us that, citizen. I shall get some guards to go check it out immediately.
You should also be careful of the traps.
Indeed I will. Do not worry about us, citizen. We shall be careful.
Oh, also, have you seen Maelor?
He came by this morning, but I believe he's gone out the south gate currently. Trying to find his
Okay.
boss, I think.
Oh, great. Well, yeah, you should go look into that. Something, Anasaria agents. I've got to go.
Very good, citizen. Thank you very much for telling us that.
I wave away.
He waves you away as you walk back up.
Is he actually, like, getting guards together?
Yeah, he is. He
Okay,
is.
good.
He does walk back to the guardhouse and starts talking to people about it. So back at the so you make your way slowly back to the end while these guys are here. So back at the end, the dwarf owner just kind of signals and strange hand signals to the girl, who eventually comes out from the crate of boxes and then picks up the trail rations and then starts eating them slowly. And turns back to you and nods at you. Thank you. I believe you're leaving today, aren't you?
Thinking of that, yes. Once our friend is back, probably soon.
Just burst in. Just burst in. Door flies open.
Okay, great. All the characters are out the back. So nobody's there.
Hello? Oh, those fuckers
Where
left
have you
without me.
been?
You're out back.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Those fuckers left without me. God damn it.
Well, she understands basic hand signals, but
Hello?
do any of you hear Dez's voice?
Hello?
How loud
Hello?
is he?
Oh,
I'm -4 charisma, man. I don't know.
Oh, I imagine we would go back into the end to wait for Dez, but...
Yeah.
Hello?
I guess I'll go back in. I think I hear Dez, and as I pass the deaf girl, I touch her on the shoulder, and I'll cast Arcane Mark, and I will leave a small butterfly symbol on her shirt, whatever is left.
oh, that's horrifying.
What's wrong with the butterfly symbol?
It's more so the act itself that's probably horrifying to.
I touch you and leave you mark.
And so it's just a symbol.
Okay, so you guys go back inside where Dez is wandering around shouting hello.
Hello? Oh. Hey,
Hey.
we need to leave.
Why? What's going on?
That's a good question.
For another
We need
time.
police. We
Okay.
should go. I've got the potions. Let's head out.
Are you? You're not even speaking complete sentences there.
No, you know what? Don't worry about it. We should go. And then Desk goes at the front door.
We are running behind schedule.
We are.
How do I heal this fucking charisma damage?
You can either heal it by lesser restoration, major restoration, or just sleeping.
Okay.
Every night you heal heal one ability point damage.
Oh.
So every night.
Restoration's not the cure light wounds thing, right?
No, lesser
No.
restoration is not
That's
the
what I
cure light
figured.
wounds.
Okay. Alright, yeah, well, let's go.
Oh, sorry. Cool. So what do you guys do? Come on, tell me what you do.
Alright. Well, let's
Well, let's gather
let's
up
get a
all of
move
our
on.
stuff and
Let's pack up and
get
go.
on out of the city. Fuck this city.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright, so we're packing up and we're getting ready to leave.
Cool. So
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
you
Pick up our
pack up
pick
all
up
your
our
stuff.
horses and our wagon.
You pack up all your stuff. You get out the inn. You walk down to the marketplace, to the warehouse. You push your way through the guards and the
actually-
caravan. Oh,
Real quick, before we leave, I'm going to ask the innkeeper for directions to our next location and how long it'll take to get there.
to the Empire? I wouldn't know that way. It'd take you at least 4 days, shouldn't it? You're going out in this weather as well.
We don't have a choice.
Blimey now. I don't know. You'll have to find someone in the marketplace. The caravans have just come in. Why don't you ask one of those?
Okay. I just want to make sure we don't get lost on our way there.
Yes, and then I have to break out the rules for getting lost. Cool. So, you guys go down to the marketplace, you pick up your horses and your cart. And what do you guys do?
Alright.
We want to look for somebody that can.
Well,
give
yeah,
us
let's look
directions to our
around for one of
caravan.
these caravans.
Yeah.
Cool. There have been, so the day has been going by because it's now about 2 p.m. The caravans have been coming in throughout all of the morning. Various guards and guides have been coming in and stripping off all the armor and winter clothing that they're having, and very much going down to town on drinking, despite the fact it is not that late in the day whatsoever, but they're already drinking, having successfully made it all the way back to the Kazakh halls, as is traditional after a long journey.
Oh, Aaron. Maybe we
Yeah.
can find a cartographer and buy a map.
Great idea.
That would be certainly more helpful than just asking for directions.
Alright, let's look around for maps as well.
Cool.
As you guys do this, you just see Des like looking at every corner. Like, oh.
So, you guys look around for maps, and Des is looking around just for people who know directions, then I'm guessing. So, you guys eventually find like a cartographer in one small corner. Yeah, it's just a small setup shop, really, like just a basic marketplace shop with a couple of scrolls placed on the marketplace in front of like this smaller building. And Des, in the corner, you see a man who's covered in all this snow gear and equipment. He's currently like tying leather wrappings around his wrists. There's a serious amount of fur sticks out of his clothes and around his neck, and even the bottom of his trousers. But he doesn't appear to actually have any snow on him. So, who wishes to go? Who wishes to go first?
I guess I will.
Yeah.
Hello. Do you happen to have any maps of the area for sale?
Oh, well, I've got a map of Aule for sale if you want it. Does that have any
Does
use
that
to you?
cover does that cover up towards the Empire?
Well, it goes to the border of the Empire, but I haven't actually got any information in the Empire personally.
Are there any border towns?
Well, I know that there's the water gate on the border. If you aim towards the massive structure of it, which is the water gate, that's usually where the border is. It's quite well guarded. But
Alright, so this map could get us to the border, and then once we're in the border town, we could buy another map with the Empire on it.
That sounds like a good plan.
Sounds like a better plan than any.
cool.
Okay, how much for the map?
That'll be 60 gold pieces then, please.
Put 4 ways, so 15 gold each.
Fair enough.
I take it this is a very well detailed map of the kingdom.
It's a fairly well detailed map. Yeah, there's plenty of like smaller towns in the kingdom as well. The previous towns that you guys have visited actually have been put on there.
Oh, cartography is expensive.
So
Especially in these times.
Des, what do you do?
The snowy, non-snowy guy. I guess I go up to him. Like, hey, how are you?
Oh.
Man.
Hello. It's a human, and he has kind of like a squirrely sort of face with like much deeper eyes though than like the squirrel, like the basicness of his face kind of gives off. He has a brown hair that's an absolute mess that you can notice before like he puts his massive snow cap on. He goes, "How can I help?"
You're a caravan. Are you?
You looking for a guide?
Yes, we're looking at a guide to the north, to the Empire, at least to its borders. Can you get us there without getting us lost or killed?
Oh, easily. Yeah. Well, I've been out of work recently actually because all the caravans have just come in. And
Yeah, that's great. What are your rates?
I'll get you there for a gold piece a day.
And how many days is that?
It's about 3 days travel.
All right, you're hired. Follow me.
Hey, Des?
Nope, follow me.
Des? We just spent 60 gold buying a map off of the guy. So we wouldn't need a guide.
So, okay,
Guide could be useful though.
here's the thing. Iran.
You remember the last
I forgot
time we
your
went
name.
out without a guide?
That's the problem. We probably need a guide.
Oh,
Because
hello.
remember, last time we went out without a guide, Mr. Human Man.
So
1 second.
you lot.
No, Human Man, please. We need a guide.
Speak your mind, Mr.
Oh no, just asking if you're all traveling together. It's the 4 of you, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Your
dog.
Your cart and yeah, wolf. Oh god, don't do well with wolves personally. Bad experience. It's not fun with the wolves out there.
This
Don't
one's
worry,
more
he's
or less
friendly.
tame.
Well, yeah. So yeah, storms are coming. So you guys all ready? You cart and horses and
Alright,
let's do it.
horses.
Rations.
I'm good on
I
rations
didn't get a
this time.
lantern.
if you guys just want
That's okay.
if you guys just want to buy stuff for the admin time, let's not slow down the role playing and just continue on.
Alright.
You guys can buy stuff in the off time. That's fine. Well,
I'm good to go.
that's good. Noricum is the central continent, so when winter hits hard, it really hits hard. Yeah, whatever.
Snowman, what's your name?
Oh, sorry. I should have introduced me. I'm Javik. Nice to meet you.
Javik.
Like from Mass Effect 3?
Sure.
Javik, okay. Now, is he human like Iran is human?
Hey!
Or Aule is human?
Great question.
Or is that something we gotta find out ourselves?
I cannot give you any more information than is necessary.
We're all
Fair
humans in this party, Des.
Oh God.
Says the lizard man.
I don't like
Okay,
flying.
well, we have our guide, we have our map, and we have our destination.
So where are you going then in the Empire?
Great question.
We have to tell him our destination. We're heading to the what was it? The gates?
Oh,
Yes.
the water gate. You mean the water gate?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to that guard post. You must be feeling lucky.
What does that mean?
Why so?
Usually only those with specified trading permits get through it, really. You know, because Noricum and Aule have, it's tense at the minute. It's trading.
Slightly.
Yeah,
Not to put too much on you, Javik. Can you get us?
You want me to get
through
you
it?
around the water gate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yep, I can do that. No issue.
We'll pay extra.
Just pay me
unless you don't
double on
need
the
it.
pay me double on the day. Don't
All
worry.
right.
It'll be fine. I got this.
See,
How
this
much
is
was
why
it
we
per
need a
day
guide.
again?
1 gold.
1 gold. Okay, that's fine.
This is why we need a guide.
Oh. What a coincidence. Let's actually finally get some work, finally. Everybody's coming to Kazakh. Nobody's going from Kazakh. Right then.
Well, consider this a business opportunity. When we get there, then you can guide someone back.
Yes. Yes. Anyway. Shall we get going then?
Yes, preferably before the storm.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to miss that, little missy. It's
Alright.
going to be pretty bad out there. I hope you guys are wrapped up tight. And then he immediately starts walking towards the gate.
I do have winter clothing, so I'm good.
Well,
Very
let's do
glad that
this.
I bought winter clothing before we left Tarag.
That's what smart people do.
Tantek.
I am perfectly fine.
Yeah, Tantek. I mean, to make it out here, you probably had winter clothing. So
I would never freeze to death.
you're cold-blooded.
Freezing to
You
death.
remember that
Do
whole
you realize
plotline
that-
of you practically killed someone by doing
Are you about
nothing?
to say I'm cold-blooded, therefore I can survive in the cold?
No, that's exactly the opposite.
Okay,
Kyle.
just making sure.
So you guys follow Javik down one of the paths towards the east gate, and eventually you make it out of the east gate and out into the snow once again. Yeah, it takes a bit of a while, but you have now finally left Kazakh halls.
God, it's nice to see the sky again.
Hooray!
Out in front of you is just a world of white. It is completely and utterly just a snow-filled winter wonderland. It is completely and utterly just a small path, and the rest is white. Snow covering the plains in front of you, as what seems to stretch out forever is just the rolling sea of white.
I hope that Rimraz doesn't show up over here.
If it wasn't for the fog, you'd probably be able to see a lot further. But the way that the sleet is now sliding across your view and vision as it comes down from the clouds, you won't be able to get that much visibility up ahead. So, you guys are now travelling across Aule once again.
Oh boy.
On the road again.
I'm ready to have centipedes attack us.
On the road again. And hey, we can leave with Maylor.
So,
Dropping
Because he's at the south gate.
dropping more things onto our cart.
Oh yeah, dump
Yep.
all unnecessary items that you
Yes.
don't want any person onto the cart.
does someone have a cart list currently at the minute?
No.
I think I have one. Let me check through my list. I have a mansion, so I have a manor inventory. I have a cart inventory.
Okie doke, I am now going to create an extra text channel, and I'm going to do cart inventory.
Good idea.
Shops,
Cart
Okay.
inventory.
notes, links.
Cool.
Unfortunately, no, I do not have that. It might be on my laptop.
So, speaking of card inventory, whilst everyone was in the city, side stuff I bought was some actual rope. Yay, us.
Woo!
um,
Real rope.
Yeah, a kettle and a half-pound of tea. Which, doing the math, the half-pound of tea will last us several months, turns out.
I bought us
Oh
some more
yeah,
tents.
because tea back in those days was just like a condensed block.
Well, yeah. Well, I looked it up because it was like, okay, how much is in a single serving of loose leaf tea? And it's 2 grams. And if you do the math of like 2 grams to a half pound,
Oh.
then there's 4 of us. It comes out to about 56 days.
Uh-oh. Iran,
What?
did you buy a new tent?
Worry not, I bought a new tent.
Oh crap! I did not buy a new tent. How many tents do we have?
I have
I
one.
bought 2.
There we go.
Well,
Tactic's got you covered.
plus someone's always going to be on guard anyway, so it works out. We'll be hot bunking.
Fine.
Disgusting.
Okay.
What Tantic does in those tents.
Ugh.
Lots of shedding.
Ugh.
Lizard men don't shed.
They molt.
So, you guys travel across the plain of Aule. If you guys want to fill up the cart inventory with anything that I've forgotten as well, I've just put in like the ingots, because obviously that's the most heavy shit, so... if you guys want to put stuff in there as well, please do, because I cannot remember everything that I've given you in total.
Yeah, I'll put this in my document as well.
The extra sledgehammers.
Yes.
Oh. +1 Warhammer with Sith. Warhammer.
Yeah, that's it.
With Sith Warhammer. Cool.
And then I recommend putting some rations probably on the cart and keeping a couple with you. But it doesn't really matter, I think. Everybody has rations, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I have a fun spell.
Oh, and I bought some like weird shit to eat. Some chorizos, taquitos,
This just sounds like Mexican food.
Taco Bell.
Oh god.
This is just Mexican food and fake Mexican food.
So, as
Guacamole.
you guys come to your night of the day, Des shits himself for eating Taco Bell in a fantasy world.
That's dysentery. That's going to be some
Worth it.
constitution modifier damage.
It's worth it.
Oh wow, look at that! I've gone up exactly 1 point in the deities system.
Good job.
Hey, wait until this session finishes. Anyway, so you guys go across the plain of Aule. It's pretty quiet. There's like a pretty basic path in which the carts have been following, but the more that you guys travel upon it, the more it seems to kind of disappear, and you just seem to be following Javik. He's taken one of your horses and is kind of just riding on ahead, as he himself didn't really want to walk through the snow if you guys had a horse prepared already.
Yeah, don't
Right.
blame him. Don't blame him.
You-
I turn. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go for it.
So say, so while we're riding, I'll just hopefully everybody's in earshot. Say, so the potion maker I went to go see. He wasn't there.
Well, there's always the next town.
Well, no, I mean he wasn't there because he got ganked by those Anasarian agents.
He was playing.
And then
late-
left the
Oh.
gas trap there.
And you're just now telling us.
Yeah, well, I kind of wanted to get out of that city. I did tell the guards, to be fair.
Oh.
I also did take 3 potions.
Oh.
It's fine.
So
It's
you
fine.
stole.
Yeah, well, I mean, he wasn't there. It's fine.
True.
Now, I don't know if they were following us, or what's going on, or why they took the potion maker necessarily, but, we should watch our backs. Especially the closer we get to the Empire. And don't trust anybody. I say looking towards the human guy.
Air quotes around that.
I'll change him to halfling if you want me to.
No, it's fine. It's a
Air
meme now.
quotes around halfling.
It's a meme now. It's fine. Yeah, but I'm serious. Just keep an eye out, because something is not right. What's going on here?
So you guys eventually make your way through the plains as the first night comes upon it. It's still winter time, so the days themselves are relatively short. The darkness kind of hits you slowly, but very quickly speeds up, and then suddenly, all at once, it's upon you, and you're travelling through the dark. Dravik stops the party, and then gets off and says that you guys should start building camp, and he starts pulling out his own tent and starts building camp.
All right.
Yeah, follow that.
Let's get our tents set up.
Alright.
Eventually,
Um,
go for it.
oh, never mind.
Okay. Javik sets up his own tent quite quickly and then starts building a fire in the middle of your little circle of tents, and then starts walking around, looking up at the clouds and listening to the wind. He turns back and sits down in front of his tent and says to all of you, "Just looks like the storm's going to get heavier from now on. We're not going to be able to outrun it at all. It's moving too fast. Hope you guys.
Well,
We just got to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, hope you guys don't mind the slog. We should be able to get there. I'd say within 3 days. It won't be that much of an issue. It's just you guys.
are there any villages along the way, or what's going on there?
Currently, no. The only villages that I know of are the ones near the capital. Apparently, they're all doing farming because the land is rich and fertile and it's all flat. I don't think they want to expand out to this section right now. There's still a bit too many raiding parties. Still a bit too many.
Raiding parties. Can you expand upon that?
Well,
That's the Empire's raiding parties. Should we have this fire going?
they won't be able to see it in the snowstorm and the darkness. I doubt.
Alright.
I doubt in 2 hours you'll be able to see about 30 feet in front of you. They wouldn't be able to.
That's great.
Yeah, well, just so long as you guys don't get tired of me during this snowstorm, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tough. The more we go into it, the tighter we're going to get. So, anyway, make some food, grab some sleep, and we'll start again in the morning.
Okay.
Eh,
It's probably a good place to stop, honestly.
Yeah, that's like
and
Yeah.
that was the
and-
leave off point. I was like, if you guys want to do any
Yeah.
role playing, I'm leaving this section completely blank. But then you immediately said what I was thinking. So
Mm-hmm.
right, before we go to sleep, I cast Dream Feast on myself.
What?
Dream Feast?
wait, you can cast it on yourself?
Target creature touched,
Holy shit!
and I can touch myself.
That is...
What does Dream Feast do?
Please don't do that here. These are
Uh,
communal tents.
Man,
and I'll actually pose this to the party. Does anyone else want to try out this new spell that I haven't cast before?
No.
No.
What is it?
Dream Feast.
What is it?
So
okay.
Back of this.
In universe, Aule doesn't know what this does. Quite
I don't know what it does.
quite
quite
Out
minute.
of the universe.
Out of universe, it's a really cool spell.
Yeah. So out
Okay.
of universe, within the next time the target sleeps within the next 8 hours, he or she dreams of a rich feast with her favorite foods and drinks. And when she awakes, she is sated as if she had eaten a nutritious meal, regardless of what she dreamed she ate. Target must sleep for at least 1 hour to gain the benefits of the spell. Being awakened during the period interrupts the spell and cancels its effects.
Huh.
Basically, it also doubles her healing rate as well.
Does it help
Does
with
it?
restoration of my charisma?
Yeah.
damage?
Yes, Stitch. It also counts as double healing for your sleep health because it amounts to being cared for.
Oh, it does.
Huh.
So that doubles your healing rate when you're sleeping.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what it does in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, in
I'm
character.
just like, hey, I have a new spell.
Who wants to try it? Yes.
Who wants to try
What's-
it?
No.
Hey guys, our arcane bomb wants to try a new spell while we sleep. Who wants to
Alright,
try it?
Alright. Listen. You're a bad mage. Okay? Bad mage. Don't cast spell. Go to sleep.
Yeah, I already cast it on myself, so.
Okay, well you're
Well,
probably gonna
good.
explode in your tent. I'm not sleeping in the same tent. Good night.
Alright.
If you scream, I'm gonna be really upset because I need sleep.
Okay. Oh, I'll take the watch then. First watch, anyways.
Cool. And
where
we
we'll leave
shall end
And
it
we
there,
shall
then.
end it there.
Yep.
Deciel's bad mage one last time.
Well,
So where does that roll on the wild magic table, Ben?
Let's see.
there is.
D100.
I mean, if Aule wants to roll on the wild magic table, she can. But like, it's
I'm going to roll for whatever I eat. So that's a 66. All I need is one more 6.
God. Hang on. Well, let's see what would have happened if you were actually wild magicking.
Just summon a random demon in the camp while we're all asleep.
66.
Random satyr shows up.
Well,
Caster and everyone within 30 feet falls unconscious for the next turn.
Perfect.
Oh,
that's sort of exactly what you want.
It's perfect.
Oh god.
She casts it and literally just everybody like, just falls across in the
Alright.
snow.
I got a skedaddle.
Thunk.
I love
Bad
wild
mage.
magic.
Bad mage!
See you guys.
But that doesn't happen.
ya.
Anyway, see
User
you, John.
disconnected from your channel.
That doesn't happen, and the spell goes off successfully.
Hooray.
Bad
or
mage.
does it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna dream about eating human flesh.
Human, quote
Human.
unquote.
That's just gonna be the meme of like this campaign now. It's like any human that you meet, you're just gonna be like, human, huh?
What drives a man to be so neutral? Or so human in this case?
What drives a man to be so neutral?
Did you see the trash man?
No.
Should go watch the trash man.
Okay. Cool. I think that was a good session, guys.
I'd say so. We got
Yeah,
progress on the plot.
we got mystery.
I gotta be honest, at the very beginning, we were so caught up in all of the other stuff, we didn't start until half-past.
Desk got gassed.
So that was a 2 hour and 15-minute session. Not as long as I'd like, but it works.
It's fine.
It works. Yeah.
I hope you know, Ben, that once we get to the later levels, I'm going back to burn down that city.
Why? Oh, because of the cow.
How dare you?
No, it's cow.
He was a sentient.
I don't think he was actually sentient.
Yes. Out of character, metagaming, Trox are a fully separate species.
Are they really? Oh shit.
Yes.
Trox can be a fully separate species.
Yes.
This one was not sentient.
Well, then why did the animal handle check fail?
Because it was too smart for Pantech.
Yeah, because its intelligence modifier was higher than your animal handle.
Oh.
It was not sent. That's not like it could follow orders. It wasn't a sentient being, but it could follow orders. There's a
Think about
difference.
how the Remoraz understands giant.
yeah, Stitch, you make an absolutely perfect point.
Fair enough.
Still,
I'm still mad.
the poor cow.
I mean,
They know not what wrath they have brought on themselves.
so none.
Those dwarves are gonna fucking. They're gonna just smack you down. It's gonna be great.
I was gonna say, sure, you want to go take on the Dwarven Guard?
I was actually kind of hoping that like Tantic would like grab one of the dwarf guards passing by, just like lift him up by the throat.
I mean,
What's down there?
I mean, I gave you guys, chances to try and save it or like come up with a way of saving it, or like just pushing it to the back.
Yeah, and the party cock blocked me.
No, we didn't. You were gonna do what you wanted to do, man.
I mean, no offense, Tantek, but if you wanted it saved from the very first second that the guard captain said, "Right, let's kill it," and you just stood there and did nothing, doesn't exactly like.
I was more befuddled.
I mean, he gave
shocked.
He gave you a pretty good explanation as well. Of just like, yeah, this thing eats our livelihood. It's like, gave you a pretty valid explanation to why he was going to kill it. He was like, okay, guys, let's go kill it because it's not resisting. And then it's like, no, how dare you do this horrible thing to me by killing what you consider vermin.
That was kind of sad, though. The fact they wouldn't like fight back and just sort of sat there and took it.
Yeah,
That's depressing.
It was a trained Trox, so
that's real depressing.
Yeah,
burning it to the ground.
Out of character, yeah, like burn that fucking shit to the
Give
ground,
it another 16 levels.
Go back there and wreck their shit. Des doesn't give a fuck though.
Des is neutral.
That's chaotic neutral. That's why he stole his potions.
Yeah.
Des, what if I gave you an offering of gold to help me on this mission?
Yeah, that'd probably do it.
Alright.
Seriously, guys, don't turn this into an evil party. Seriously.
It's not evil, it's revenge. There's a difference.
That's evil.
Revenge is not evil.
Revenge
if
is
Star
evil.
Wars taught me anything, okay?
Revenge is...
Revenge...
If Star Wars taught me anything, revenge isn't evil. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Revenge
the
of the Sith was the best of the prequels. How could that be evil?
What? How was Revenge of the Sith?
Gotta agree with Kyle here.
Revenge of the Sith was definitely best of the prequels. Come on.
Yes. Anakin Skywalker. Let's take revenge on those hand people. This totally isn't evil, guys.
The younglings.
Let's take revenge on the Jedi, guys. That's totally not evil.
From my point of view, the dwarves are evil.
Listen, from a certain point of view, sometimes the Jedi are evil. Okay.
Seriously, if you guys go down the evil path, I am going to find a way to kill you.
Have you heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise, Ben?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
Too many times.
It would be a story the Jedi would tell you.
The Jedi didn't fucking tell me.
Always go
guys,
evil.
don't.
Palpatine has Alzheimer's and just keeps telling them the story of Darth Plagueis.
Is Tantic actually neutral good?
Yeah.
I'm questioning that. I'm questioning that right now. Please, guys, I said from the very beginning this is meant to be a good party. I have
let me go chaotic neutral. I don't tell you, man.
But that is towards the aspect of working towards a goal, though. You signed up to a good party. I did say, you can be neutral. You just have to go towards a good party. I don't
Yeah, first I could see Tantic being neutral good because he cares for the animals.
Yeah, after putting up the 5x5, Ally is a rebel moral.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We switched to that too.
Yeah, we switched to the 5x5.
Oh, you know what? I never actually forget what Des was on that.
Or was that posted again in general?
Say what?
Or was that posted general, or was it in
It's rules and home links. So any home rules, any new additions to it, I just always post
I
them
got it.
in rules and home links. Home rules and rules that anything that might be useful, like animal companion, directions, for instance. Like you can tell your animal companion to do stuff. Home rule or multi-classings, the stabilization rule, long-term care rule. You know, it's just stuff that you guys will use more often. And home rules, obviously.
I think that probably still be chaotic neutral.
Probably social moral for Tantek. He leans more towards being a law-abiding citizen.
Except for the fact that he wants to kill all the dwarven guards.
For now.
It is a moral reason.
Morality being they killed my friend.
F.
Yeah, they killed my friend, which I knew for 30 minutes, maybe.
But he helped us so much in those 30 minutes.
He was pretty good. Rip.
Never forgetty. Also totally making armor out of his skin.
Oof.
Sure, go for it. I'm up for whatever. Just like I say, don't turn this into an evil party, guys, because otherwise I will just kill you or end the campaign. Like, I want this to be a good party because you guys have a lot of good to
plot
do.
twist: the PCs kill the DM, and we turn to evil party.
There's a bit of a problem because the DM is about gods, so.
See, this is where Ben starts sending higher level threats, and we just make
You know-
less and less cock-ups as we go along.
Higher level threats like a fucking Remoraz when we're at level 2?
You're level
There-
3.
Whatever, man.
I watched a YouTube video where a character designed a wish to pretty much destroy the entire universe except for himself, and he became a god and was able to recraft it and overthrew the DM that way.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love it.
I'll find the video and link it.
And just
No,
like
I-
that, Ben never gave us a wish.
Oh, you
Thanks,
should link that
Stitch.
to Grug. To paper.
I mean, to be fair, Wish in Pathfinder is also actually way more restricted.
Don't worry, Ben. We're not gonna turn your party evil. I think we've been pretty good for the most part.
I think I'm enjoying where you guys are going, to be honest. Like,
Here we go.
I like the
It was also a bad DM who let the player do this.
yeah. Like I like the fact that Aaron has kind of stepped up into like the more lawful good role. Like it's nice to see the more role play of the paladin side. It's not as annoying as Kevin in the other campaign.
Oh, listen, Kevin
I love Kevin. I
has
gotta
his
be
own
honest.
complexities, man.
I freaking love Kevin. Kevin's great. I absolutely love Kevin. But I like the fact that Aaron is stepping up more into the paladin role. I like the fact that Aule is like a dedicated Desanon. And I like Des, as well. It adds a bit of flavour to the party that you occasionally do good things. Or you get dragged into doing good things.
Des. Here's the thing. Des is loyal. He likes the party for the most part. Minus maybe one or two lizard people.
Ahem.
And the bad mage.
As Jordan said himself, the end of an era.
By the way, that hurt.
Listen, his charisma's down. I can't help
His
it.
charisma sound when that hurt.
Yeah, this is Des like
This is Des uncut, alright?
Des unfiltered.
this
It's kind of
No,
shit
the,
day.
the equivalent of it would be like Des, like you are like now quite easily 6 pints in under 10 minutes.
Pretty much.
Like
Yeah, he's not doing good.
like he has not much control over his personality.
I tried to play that.
I thought you did a good job, to be
Yeah, I
fair.
thought, yeah. Just basically tell
Hi,
Jack
Dad.
to shut up.
See you in the morning.
Be quiet, snowman. You're hired. Come with us.
I loved it when it turned around to the gnome. It's just like, I've got a job for you.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
This
alright.
reminds me of the plague meme. It's like 1720 plague, 1820 plague, 1920 plague, 2020. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Thanks, China.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
pop
Also,
off.
Ben, you might want to update the title screen because we're level 4 now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
dude, I have a new job and so much to do, and
It's fine.
God.
No,
If
you
you
know
want,
what?
we can end the campaign by all going evil, so that way you have more time to focus on your job.
Sure. Let me just figure out an acceptable murder for you all.
I slit Javik's throat when he's sleeping.
I cast Fireball in the center of the market district.
You all get body tackled by a bunch of dwarves and all shanked to death.
I sacrifice 100 dwarven guards to the Great Destroyer.
Iran becomes an
Aran
oathbreaker.
stands in shocked silence,
He's an
as we've all done 180s on our characters.
Should do that to him next session, just to fuck around with him. Like, no, we were evil the whole time, man. What are you doing?
We just thought you were a blackguard paladin.
Yeah. But you're a good person? Oh shit.
You're lawful good, what?
Alright, I'm heading out. See you guys later.
Ally
See you
reveals
guys.
her
See ya.
true form
Peace.
as a
User disconnected from your
demonic
channel.
entity.
Yeah, sorry, I had to keep that bit in because it's true. Like Cold
Actually, a warlock.
Cold Iron does actually go past demon DR damage reduction, and it was
Yes, it does.
it was just hilarious. It's just like, yeah, this is like it's good against demons, and then everybody looks at Aule.
You never know anymore. You never know when there might be a air quote human amongst us
Yes, I am human, eating this human food.
wearing these human clothes.
Oh yeah, we still didn't like deal with any. And I
No,
mean like
no, we're not going. We're never going to.
any.
We
of the,
dealt with a little bit of Aaron, not
yeah.
a lot.
Let's see. We've got the mark on Aule's chest. Eren being an Asmar. Tantek spellcasting.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about.
See, I
forgot
told you
about
they'd forget, Ben.
Tantek being able to cast spells now.
I told you they would forget.
Yeah, I know, but
2
like,
sessions.
but in character, it's been like, what, less than 10 hours since you cast like spells in front of you.
And I've only cast 1 spell.
Yeah, you did. Everybody saw. Cast flaming
We-
spear.
We've got a lot on our plate, and we're getting all kinds of distracted from a whole bunch of things.
We're just gonna ignore that, and we will cross that bridge when we get out of the Empire. Because, whoo boy, does Tantic have some scores to settle.
Wait, cat, are you in my room? I think the cat's.
This is the Tantic Unchained arc of the story.
It's fine.
I mean, Tantek can turn evil and then just die, I guess.
You know.
Ally has her own things in the Empire to deal with.
I mean, is it really being evil if you're killing evil people, Ben?
No. Who are you killing that's evil?
The Empire.
Fair enough. Go for it.
And not just the Empire, but the Emperor women and the Emperor children, too.
Okay, that's
Would it
pretty
be a-
evil.
Would it be a chaotic good action or a chaotic evil action if there were 10 slavers surrounding one slave to cast Fireball right in the center?
You know, I'm gonna say that's a neutral evil.
That's probably more towards like
Because I'm killing all the slavers.
yeah, that's probably more towards like
But you're also presumably destroying the slave.
Yeah, it's probably more like a social moral. See, this is why I like 5x5 because it gives you so much more leeway. Yeah, that's
But is it a social moral? Because in the country that you are in, that is legal.
Yes. And lawful in most
Yeah,
interpretations of it is following the laws of the land.
but alignment's a really bloody weird one because it's like set out by the gods.
Yeah, what I like about what I like to think of lawful is your own personal code.
Yeah, that's
Are you following your true personality? Are you following your ethics?
yeah, that's
As opposed to following the law.
well, that's
But
the
at
thing.
the same time, you run into that issue with chaotic goods where they kind of have their own law that they follow.
Yeah, and also like there's also a problem with lawful evil as well, because lawful evil is
Well,
like
lawful evil, I figure, like evil empires,
Well,
like
yeah,
the Empire in Star Wars.
So,
lawful evil
what-
is like getting to the top of the chain by using the system against itself, basically. Like it's very much known that in like the 9 realms of hell, you have to stick to the rules of the 9 realms of hell.
Or
but-
be destroyed.
Yeah, or be destroyed. But like all of those rules just allow you to do the most evil shit possible.
Well, they are devils.
You know.
Also, something that I like to think about is that lawful evil and chaotic good are two sides of the same coin.
So are you saying that chaotic evil and lawful good are two sides of the same
No,
coin, too,
I'm
in
not.
that case?
So I always like to take the square, and I don't fold it, but I curve it so that chaotic good and lawful evil kind of touch, where nothing else
Why
touches.
don't, instead of that, we use a tesseract for our alignment system?
A tesseract.
So that way, instead of being in a 2D plane, we have 4 dimensions to work with.
You mean 3?
No, tesseract is 4D.
No, it's still 3D. A cube is 3D.
Yes, and a tesseract is 4D.
Wait, are you on about the mathematical thing where it's like a cube inside a cube?
Yes.
Oh, right. I thought you were just like... Oh, okay, never mind.
No, not about the thing from Marvel.
Marvel has just destroyed my brain too much. Stupid movies. I mean, what am I on about? Some are
See,
really...
this would be a much easier alignment system to understand, Ben.
Some of them are really good, but some of them are terrible. I've watched too many terrible ones.
Oh yeah, that is trippy.
Imagine all the flexibility you get.
No, there's like... I like the 5x5 because it gives more flexibility than just the 3x3, which I think has serious problems with just being too rigid. But there has to be some rigidity to the 5x5 to work in the first place. Otherwise, the entire concept is pointless. So, I'm still kind of working out how I describe an alignment.
Just use a tesseract, Ben.
No.
You've got one side that's chaotic evil, one side that's lawful good, and then everywhere in between is the gray area. But they're also constantly changing.
Sounds like hell.
In a nutshell, yes. But isn't that life?
Well, you're not wrong.
But yes, Ben, I hope you're ready for lots and lots of dead people.
Sure.
Probably one of them will be Tantek, but
Yeah,
that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I was gonna say, if you wouldn't exactly surprise me if Tantag ends up in that body pile, but yeah.
You
go
know,
for
the
it.
Imperial Guard dying. He was a worthy sacrifice.
What Imperial Guard?
The ones that we're eventually going to kill.
Oh, right, okay.
You don't think they're just gonna let me back into the Empire, do you?
I mean, no, that's why I put the Watergate there. You know. It is up to you. I am merely a facilitator, as I like to put it.
So by saying that, are you facilitating both my good and bad actions?
I'm facilitating everyone's actions. Hey, when Stitched wanted to make Aule like an arcane bomb, when you were facing the Remoraz, I allowed it. Turned out great, didn't it, Stitched?
Yeah, that went way, way, way better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought we were just turning into...
You didn't make a minor NPC and now a major NPC, now did you? Out of completely nowhere.
No, definitely not.
And we'll never touch on him ever again.
Oh no, you're seeing Aule now again.
Oh no.
Stitch has given me no goddamn choice.
Well, I mean, worst comes to worst, we level up a little bit, and then we decide that we get tired of him.
I would prefer it if we don't get tired of him.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're sleeping with him now, too?
Yes?
She was never sleeping with you in the first place. You left her...
First Raven, now Aule.
I was gonna say, you left her for your waifu Raven.
That is true.
Still, of which it was... Also, again, last game as well... Vol, please don't do this again, but please don't metagame the shit out of the dungeon.
I will try my best not to.
Especially because, like, as soon as you met Alexander, it was like, it's clearly a trap. It's like, your character has no fucking idea, and you even got the answer fucking wrong. Does Raven have black hair? Yes! He's clearly lying! It's like, no, he actually got the answer right.
I was wrong, but in the end I was right.
Yeah, but you were metagaming the shit out of the dungeon.
No, I actually don't remember her hair color because my memory is shit. And so I thought he was actually wrong.
Oh my god, it's just like...
And just flew into battle.
God, I'm so pissed off at that. It's just like, he answered it goddamn correctly, guys.
But Tantek thought he answered it wrong. Due to my own failings from memory-related issues.
Genuinely meant to be like an ally to you guys to help finish the dungeon. And it was
Here
like
we are.
It was like oh, it's gonna get complex really later on, and I thought like it could be a really good, like, you know, this guy's a good ally even if he is a bit evil, and then like later on it's gonna be like, oh, trouble with the dwarves, you know, because this clearly isn't Alexander or is Alexander, and then you're like, it's a conflict of interest and all this sort of thing, and then it's like, nope, straight murder him. It's like, oh god damn it.
It was actually one of the reasons why I was really, really hesitant to do anything in that fight, because I was like, he got the answer right, though.
Yeah. It's like, he got the answer completely right. First time.